DJ Khaled. DJ Khaled.
Crybaby, nigga.
Well, who?
DJ Khaled's a big fat ass crybaby.
Man.
Y'all got my nigga DJ Khaled fucked up.
Oh, so,
How?
go ahead.
How?
Talk your shit. Talk your shit, Lewis. I want you to.
Yeah, defend DJ Khaled.
For the people that's watching right now, and I think Asia look lost too. I don't think she know.
I don't. I'm lost in the sauce. What happened?
Okay.
This nigga
DJ
crybaby.
No,
Crybaby.
DJ Khaled is funky.
He only grateful
with,
when he
Tyler
number
the
one.
Creator. What?
He only grateful when number one.
That's
That
how you're
part.
supposed to be.
No,
No,
He's
it's not
grateful
how you're
for whatever
supposed to.
God
One at a
gives you.
time, one at a time.
That is not how
I'm
you're
sorry.
supposed to be.
Don't explain the situation for him, Lewis.
Yeah,
Damn.
Introduce it in,
Shit.
Lou.
You act like you really funky with this nigga like it's your baby daddy.
It's my baby daddy. What are you talking about?
Everybody excited. Everybody excited.
Yeah,
Calm
yeah.
down. Calm down.
So look,
Right.
this what happened, my nigga. I was there. No, all right, boom. This what happened, right?
Alright, boom. Alright, so bet.
DJ Khaled, funky with Tyler the Creator. He funky with Tyler the Creator.
Which is the worst nigga to beef with.
Right, he's petty.
Okay, I honestly don't know nothing about Tyler the Creator. Every time I talk about nerds, I always use his name as an example, though. I'll be like, niggas like Tyler the Creator. We don't know them type of niggas, you feel me? But,
Right.
so I don't know nothing about him. But I seen they had some back and forth on social media saying,
DJ Khaled's album was number 2, and Igor, which is Tyler Creator's album, was number 1.
Mhm.
And DJ Khaled was in the back of his whatever the fuck car he was in, and had his shirt open, talking about, you hear that? I make music for the cars. You can hear it on the streets. I don't make weirdo music. And
I
he's talking
seen
about
that,
Tyler Creator.
and I understand that. I agree with Khaled.
Igor is an amazing body of work, and my thing about Tyler Creator, he's an artist, and DJ Khaled is a DJ. Like, I don't think he put the heart and soul that he put into his album like Igor did. Like I just, you hear a difference.
Okay.
I disagree.
It's a bunch of singles that aren't, they're like a bunch of number 7 singles.
You know how
That
much.
his album is every single single.
You know
on
how
the
much
album
of a
number
boy
7.
you gotta be to get hella niggas that's like respecting
That
the
means
game on
nothing
one
though.
song.
If your album is number 2,
But you know how...
It's about the respect,
But-
ain't about the numbers.
it is about the numbers. Because everybody came at Nicki Minaj hard as fuck, which I don't think is cool. Everybody was talking so much about Nicki Minaj. About Travis Scott was number 1, I'm number 2. And they was like, oh, she ungrateful, wah, 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 wah. But when DJ Khaled does it, it's, oh, we understand.
I don't understand shit.
Why is
Who
there
says I
a double
understand?
standard?
DJ Khaled, you talk all this passion and let the universe of your soul and all this one and John and Lion, and as soon as you don't win, nigga, you
out here
become a
petty.
bitch.
A big bitch.
You start complaining. You number 2 to a nigga who's number 1.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, that's how it goes,
and
bro.
not for nothing.
But his slogan is, nigga, we the best.
we the
So I
second
can't
best.
be second.
Yes, he is second. Because the thing is, that, oh, what's up?
Go, keep going, keep
No,
going.
just keep rolling. Keep speaking the heart.
But I listen to both albums, right? I listen to Igor by Tyler Creator. I'm not even the hugest Tyler Creator fan, but I do like his last few projects. So I listen to it. No features. It was just him. Fantastic. He produced it all himself.
Right.
He did
that's
all the
impressive.
arrangements himself. He didn't have the backing of the label that DJ Khaled has.
He
DJ
doesn't
Khaled
have all
has
the network.
DJ Khaled just has the biggest album push you ever see.
You use
Every time-
all your
you
resources,
use all your-
elephants at the
exactly.
release.
This was nobody's fault. You're number 2, but you. And that's fact.
Here's where Tyler the Creator wins, and this is because I'm
He
from
speaks to
LA
the people.
and I've been seeing his impact for years. He concentrates on his core audience, bro. Whoever fucks with him and his Odd Future vibe, when they first came out, they used to tear Fairfax ass up. That whole street just had kids up and down all day, just skating with them, really vibing with the people, like just being regular with people, and people react to that. They be like, oh, Tyler
It's
Creator's a
genuine.
real dude, I can approach him. DJ Khaled, he don't really seem that approachable, nigga. He got bodyguards and Maybach.
Nah,
He a
man.
he a good nigga, but I'm just saying, based off
He
people,
fake
bro, he got,
Nah, man.
Khaled gotta get all
DJ
these niggas
Khaled
to
a
get
good
on the
nigga,
shit,
man.
I thought that too, but my thing is like, if you talking about God and universe, and we're talking about
Right.
all your Ivy Bobby, whatever the fuck you talking about, like, oh my God, be grateful of what you have. Why are you attacking somebody else for just being more connected to the people and doing better in sales? Why are you attacking that person? That's some ungrateful shit. And when you ungrateful, God take your blessings away. So you better check that shit.
Right.
Okay,
ungrateful,
and
God
for the
will
people that's just now tuning in, don't know what the fuck we talking about, all they see is Tedra being passionate about hating on my nigga DJ Khaled. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're talking about is DJ Khaled,
Was a big fat ass hater.
is he a hater for Because I don't feel like he did anything wrong with saying, nigga, I make music for people to listen to, like,
But
nigga,
why
when
you didn't
you ride
mention
in
him?
the car.
Now question, online, I'm on Hot New Hip Hop, and it does say that he said that Tyler's work was mysterious versus
No, he made it, but the way, with the tone of his voice, it was like, I don't do mysterious shit. I make music for the, you know what I'm saying? It was like,
That's
credit.
facts.
It's not, because he was number 2. So,
Bro, I'm gonna
next
tell y'all like this, bro.
Next
Music
caller.
is music. All of it goes in the shit.
Next caller.
Okay, now who listens to his Tyler Creator in the car?
Everybody else, because it's
Of
number
course,
1.
we got people that fucking, I don't know, listen to motherfucking Harry Tubman books and shit. I don't know.
Harry
Of course,
Tubman
people
Yeah,
listen to shit.
podcasts, all kind of shit.
That's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is like people in our circle, in our culture.
There's
Right.
no circle though. Tyler done tapped outside of that.
Yeah,
bro.
So
you gotta
that's
remember.
This nigga has his own festival.
That's
I went to.
Camp Now,
No,
I go damn near every year. That shit is
And he
lit
books.
packed
that's
every
great.
year.
But Khaled ain't talking about that.
He's number two. That's why he's number
when
two.
we slide through the cities, nigga, he's talking about catering to the culture.
No, he's not.
I don't
No,
think
he's not.
Tyler Creator is
Absolutely
part of
not.
the hip hop culture.
Khaled
No,
Khaled got
what?
ego
Wait a motherfucking second. You're trying to tell me that this man who is not an African American is more a part of the culture
You're talking
than
about
a
this nigga
black
like he
dude?
Meek Mill or
No.
something.
Just because you don't know who his music is does not make him not as impactful as he is.
Yes.
Is it me? So
Yes, it's you.
I
We're
didn't-
not gonna sit
I'm
here
gonna be-
and say
we're-
that.
look.
No. We are so quick as a culture to invite everybody to the motherfucking cookout. We're so quick. Come to the cookout. Come to the cookout.
Facts.
You can play the cookout. You can play the cookout. No.
Uh-huh.
You're gonna sit here and tell me that Tyler the Creator, a black nerd who worked his ass off and makes genuinely good music, is more impactful to the culture. Mind you, he doesn't have a fucking label push like DJ Khaled got. He's still number 1. So he's more impactful to the culture of black people than DJ Khaled's better. Like DJ Khaled's more black than Tyler the Creator, who's a black man.
Yeah, DJ Khaled.
How does that make
Okay,
sense? Make it make
okay.
sense for me, beloved.
I'm just going off the urban community.
You're
I'm
going
sorry.
off your opinion.
No.
No, I'm just going off the people
No,
I hang
you-
around. I don't listen to niggas that I don't even know niggas like Tyler
But
the
then, let's
Creator.
be honest though, when you listen to DJ Khaled's this album and the last, do I
Trash.
like this one better? Yes, but that's not saying a lot because Grateful, right, previous album was fucking garbage.
Both of them.
Absolute
Trash.
garbage. And you're not about to
I'm
sit here and
young,
tell me that it wasn't, Lou.
I like the
taste.
Big Sean record.
You have
Of course.
how many records you like? It had 11
Of course.
songs.
I like the Lil Wayne
That's
record.
That's a big
two.
shot.
What's the one that
You don't
little
even know.
bitches liking?
So that's 3 records.
You
No,
been
no,
freaking
no,
on
no,
you and all that
no,
shit.
no,
That
no,
shit
Wait,
go
no,
crazy.
how many songs? 15,
I-
16,
it had
3 out of 15?
Okay, look,
That's
no.
horrible.
Let me keep going.
That's
I
why
like
he
that
number
one.
two. We the
I like
second
one-
best.
I like the one with Nipsey. I like the one with Nipsey.
Not blessed.
Everybody
enough.
likes Hardy,
Let's
man.
talk about this current
Let's
album.
let's talk about urban impact. Urban Impact, the song with Nipsey and all that shit is
That was
more
great.
booming than the fucking Tyler. I didn't even know the nigga had an album,
Well, that's-
Tyler the
But
Creator.
you didn't even listen to
But
the
that's-
album.
You're not a fan,
So you
bro, so you're
can't
not
sit
even
here
gonna
and
look for
I
it.
can't even have
I
a
don't
conversation.
think
You never listened to
niggas.
the album.
I don't think like the
He's
urban
number 1,
community
so
know
niggas
about
listen to
him.
it.
I
They
seen
do.
a line
Bad
down the
example.
street
Mhm.
for Igor.
Hold on, pause. Say what you said.
I
You
seen a
ready?
line down the street for the release of Igor, bro. A long one.
And how many niggas you know that was in that line?
That I knew a couple, but I'm from West LA, so it's like
That's cheap.
people like
I can't
Tyler
name you
Creator
a
That's
nigga
not
that
because
went.
cheating.
growing
That's
up.
not cheating. How is that cheating? Because he's from LA.
Look at
You
this.
asked the question.
Look at this.
You right, because if Tyler Creator did a show in the Bay Area, I don't know one nigga that went. So you right.
But it'll be all kind of.
It'd be hella shit
Listen,
going on.
My thing is like Khaled
It's
tries
niggas
to.
that go to motherfucking
But
all
we're
type of
not
concerts in the
listening,
Bay.
they
I don't be
tryna-
knowing about that shit.
Look,
I can't even name a motherfucker for example because niggas just don't know certain motherfuckers.
Hey, Tyler the Creator put some money in my
And if
pocket,
you're
so
just
I ain't gonna
listening,
never
listen to Marcus King presents Dash Comedy presents the Cali Kickback, and we're talking about DJ Khaled being the second best.
And I personally feel, and I agree with Tedra, that regardless, the fact that he's number 2 is because of his music.
It's
Nobody
trash.
else's. Not
It's
Tyler's,
trash.
not anybody else's. So why comment on somebody else's blessings
Now,
instead
that's
of
the
get your
part
shit
I don't
together?
That's
understand.
goofy.
Right.
You are a grown
You have-
man
how
sitting your
many-
big ass in the back of this little ass car talking shit about a younger artist. Like that's whack to me. And everybody came so
Little
hard
ass
at
car.
Nicki.
Don't play with my
No,
nigga like he ain't started rape talk.
Everybody
DJ Khaled
hold
started
on.
rape talk. on niggas.
Everybody came at Nicki so hard. They talked. They called her ungrateful and a bitch. And
They doing the same
negative-
to Khaled.
No, they're not.
Chris
Who?
Brown and Drake.
No, they're not.
I've seen people talk shit about Cali. I don't
Yes.
know what. Women like to skip statistics and
Everybody talking shit
stats.
on Khaled with his thick ass.
They talked about
Yeah.
Nicki so hard. They said
They
the
did
same
talk about
thing.
Nicki
you
so
know.
hard.
He slimmed down. Good for Khaled, but he is there.
That nigga
This
ain't
nigga
slowing
done did
down.
Weight Watchers
He
for
did
4
before.
years and he ain't watched no weight.
Stop! Don't knock his losses.
That nigga
Okay?
eat
What
food
losses?
every
His
day.
second best, he lost the second best. That's what he did. That's all
Don't do
loss I
that.
saw. Only loss I saw was DJ Khaled and being number 2.
Man, shout out DJ Khaled.
That's the
nigga.
only
He one of
L
the
you
greatest
take.
out here on
And
you
no
niggas.
disrespect DJ Khaled, but you know, you don't mention Tyler the Creator. Be grateful for what the fuck God gave you, because God will take that shit away, and that's on me.
Go harder, drop
They
another
can't
single.
take it
nigga.
from you.
Drop a new
Khaled.
single. Get
The
Beyonce
best.
back.
Guess
Put
what?
Beyonce on another song, nigga, and then we'll see what happens.
And damn, DJ Khaled, you had everybody and their mom on your album and the shit still.
Boo-boo garbage.
That's horrible. And
I
it's
listen
still
to
garbage.
it.
That's absolute
That's
trash.
his blueprint.
His
Tyler the
blueprint is
Creator.
garbage?
Tyler came in.
Hold on.
Tyler the Creator came and get all the niggas
Have
on
you
the
listened
beat.
have you listened to
Whoa.
the track?
Whoa.
Next topic.
He's not talking about
Drake
shit I'm
and
going
Chris
through. I'm
Brown.
not a nerd. I'm not
But
depressed
take your
about
time, he's
people
gonna let you know
bullying
what
me. I
the
don't
lyrics
fucking skateboard. Me and that nigga has nothing in common besides being black.
Bro,
I'm not even from LA. So
Exactly.
I don't know what the fuck the vibe with this nigga with.
look, I'ma just say this, bro. Go to Camp Flog Gnaw.
Uh-huh.
And you will
Alright.
see the impact, bro, of Tyler the Creator. I talked to people from around the world that flew to LA just for this festival.
Mhm.
Just because they fans of Tyler and they get to see Lana Del Rey and the Migos
SZA.
and Vince Staples, all
Okay.
that. There's one dude, I just want to let you know, there's
Uh-huh.
one dude that's putting this together, this festival with a Ferris wheel,
Uh-huh.
all kind of
He
midgets
our
and
age.
shit, with the Oompa Loompas and shit. Doing
Our
backflips.
age.
He's our age,
You gotta
bro.
respect that. DJ Khaled's what, 30?
Okay, put it like this. All right.
For
On
just
y'all
as a
behalf,
black
right?
man, not hating
I'm
on
telling
black
y'all.
men,
I'm telling
inspired.
y'all. I'm not discrediting Tyler the Creator.
Yes, you are. You
I'm
said he
not.
was more impactful. You said DJ Khaled was more impactful to the culture than Tyler the Creator.
Yes, and
DJ
he is.
Khaled
And he is.
that's it.
That's a valid statement,
that's
though.
Not,
Thank
that's
you.
not,
That's
that's
Damn.
not.
That's a valid
No.
statement. Not,
Not
scream,
even
don't
black.
I'm gonna say this.
This is our
The,
culture. We're
the
so
core of the culture, the
God,
core.
we can't stop gentrifying our own culture. Stop
Why?
gentrifying our culture.
Why you keep taking the mic from
I
yourself?
don't know.
You dropped the mic
I
on
was
the radio.
drinking
We
after
got
the
some.
graduation I was at, so I'm passionate.
Nigga can't give no head when you angry. You know what? Fuck it. I
I would
don't
never give angry head.
Because I done said the wrong
Who
thing.
gives angry head? I would never give angry head. I'm just not gonna
How much
touch
time
I
that.
got some angry head.
I
I
say
still
like-
get mine.
Man,
Like 5 more minutes.
Oh, mama, suck
I
that
got you
motherfucking
got
attitude.
Drake track, right?
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah.
no, I was just saying, bro. I think everybody needs to be celebrated, but
Amen.
slick hate, that just felt like slick hate. From
It was.
Cal.
It
That's
wasn't
all
slick.
I'm
It
saying.
was just
It's
hate.
Hold up,
It
all
just
I'm
felt like
saying.
slick hate.
I
Like,
You
hate
think
that.
he was hating on
I
that?
know this ain't got shit to do with nothing.
if
but
he would
I-
have lost to somebody white, he wouldn't have said shit.
Listen. I don't feel like this
And
don't
that's
got
a
shit to
fact,
do with
Jack.
music, right? But I'm saying, like, put it in basketball, right? Allen Iverson got a bigger impact to our culture as an NBA player than a nigga that got 5 rings
Right.
that's niggas didn't look up to.
Right.
So I'm saying is,
Okay.
Tyler the Creator looks up, nerd niggas look up to him. Ain't no niggas like
Why are we gentrifying
like
our
Meek
culture?
Mill got a real like, all right, nigga, that's who we look up to type shit. Jay-Z, Tyler the Creator
Right.
can't even be in the category of them niggas.
According to you.
To urban culture,
No,
yeah.
to Louis Belt. Specifically
Yeah,
you.
me and my niggas. The
You-
niggas, I don't know, it make me
you
some
and
big
his
shit then. I
niggas.
don't know. Cause when the niggas I be around,
Hey, the
niggas
bad
don't
niggas,
listen
y'all
to
do
that
slap
nigga.
different. Y'all slap
like
different.
We slap different shit, I
Y'all
guess.
slap different.
Cause I identified it with Nipsey Hussle more than Tyler the Creator
That's
and
facts.
all the other
And that's
niggas.
the same with me
But
too,
Nipsey
but-
didn't sell all the records. He didn't have all that clout.
But
Because of the
I
shit
will say
he's
this.
talking
One at a
about.
time, one at a time.
I will
one at
say
a
this:
time, one at
Nipsey
a
and
time.
Tyler's approach is kind of the same. They started with their grassroots,
Mhm.
very independent. Like both of them dudes had stores and worked they merch along with the music and let it
Entrepreneurship.
bubble up.
Mhm.
You feel me? Like I will say this: they come from different worlds, but they kind of had the
They
same
both came
approach.
from the mud. Like you can't sit
And
I feel like
Tyler the Creator
you
put a
can't
lot of
compare.
people on.
You
Frank
definitely-
Ocean, the internet,
All that
all
came
the
from Tyler
Odd
the
Future
Creator.
kids. Like, come on,
Yeah.
bro, you done created 15.
Which one is
20,
Frank Ocean?
That was
The a tornado.
Everybody
was fucking with Frank Ocean before he came out as bisexual.
That's the part I was trying to get. Is that the nigga we talking about?
Yes.
Alright, so
No,
I didn't-
I've
No,
seen
no,
it.
no,
No.
no.
Bro,
It's
I've
the
seen
same
this nigga
crew.
make
That's
the
not the
same-
same
It's the same
guy.
crew.
No.
They same.
we don't, you know what? Fuck it, it's Lewis. I don't know niggas like that. Fuck it.
And you
I
know
don't
what's
know
so
niggas.
funny? To be
It may
very,
be me.
but to be very,
I don't know nerds.
But to be very transparent,
I feel so bad.
me and Louis from the same place. I didn't know about Tyler Creator. I moved to LA. I didn't know nothing about him. I didn't really fuck with him until recently. His last two records were just amazing
The
bodies of
Flower
work.
Boy project.
Flower Boy was amazing. Igor was amazing. I saw him at Coachella and I was like, damn, this dude is fucking talented. His visuals, everything was amazing. I just watching him and then watching Khaled. It's like you can see who puts they really like who's a real creator, who's just trying to get hits and singles. It's just a difference. Someone put their heart and soul into a record for their people, and somebody try to get a number one record.
Khaled got a lot of respect in his game.
No, not to say
he got niggas that's beefing with each other on the same song. Rick Ross and Jeezy got on the same song.
Hold on, finish the point. But listen, I forgot it.
All I know is if you drink chamomile tea, you probably gonna like Tyler the Creator.
I don't know what that is.
See, you don't like Tyler? You don't drink chamomile tea, my nigga?
Is that the green box?
No.
I know that shit. I don't fucking.
If you drink 40s and sip lean, then other shit is gonna be up there. Everybody got their own flavor.
Exactly. So I feel like we can't compare that. We can't compare a nerd nigga
that's what I was gonna say.
a valid
You gotta
nigga.
stop saying a nerd nigga versus a valid nigga. First of all,
Y'all just said he makes songs.
no, he's
for
not.
nerds.
First of all, DJ Khaled's not a nigga.
Hold on,
Period.
Tetra. For
He's
those
not
that are
black.
just
Y'all
tuning
got it.
in,
We're not gonna keep gentrifying our culture.
we are talking about DJ Khaled versus Tyler the
Creator.
Creator on this Igor project. Versus, what was
dope.
the Assad, Father of Assad? What's
Father of Assad, yeah.
Okay.
And you have to listen to Igor. Just listen to it.
I'm gonna check it out.
Check
But
it out,
I'm
and
just
then we'll have a
saying
conversation next week.
it's not important to the culture.
To you.
I think I played in the car. You told me to skip it.
Really? And I didn't even know that was him. Huh?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. It's not a knock on Tyler Creator. It's just certain shit though. I don't know. I know
But you
Allen
can
Iverson.
see-
I didn't look up the fucking Steve Nash.
But
and
that's a
shit.
good
But
point.
Steve Nash is a valid Hall of Famer.
Right.
So you can't compare Allen Iverson and Steve Nash. It's totally different risks, sacrifices, and obstacles that niggas had to go through.
It's just,
So I'm not discrediting Steve Nash, but I'm just saying, nigga,
Well,
I
don't
know what Allen
discredit
Iverson
Tyler
talking
Creator
about.
either.
I'm not disrespecting the nigga, but
You
I
can
know
go
what
on
Nipsey
about the
talking
nerds.
about. I don't know what this nigga talking about. This nigga talking about kick flips and shit and get his ass whooped after school. I didn't do that. He was on the other side of the fence. I'm sorry.
It's a real
Stream and download Igor is out now. It's a fantastic body. And download and stream Father of Assad if you want to deal with that yelling shit. We
I
the
like how he-
second best.
We the best, nigga. Stop
We the
playing.
second
Shout out
best.
DJ Khaled. Nigga, you for the culture.
Okay, guys,
We
let's
locked
switch
in.
gears. Let's switch little gears here. Have y'all listened to the new Drake and Chris Brown record? Because that shit is fire. Oh, it's so good.
Y'all think it's fire?
I love it.
We might have to save that because that sounds like a whole ass another argument we finna have.
Discussions.
Okay,
Right.
we gonna bring it back.
We're gonna take a break.
Take a break. We'll be right back. Thank you. I love everybody.
Barbara called me.
This is the Cali Kickback presented by Marcus King. Yes, Law.
Yeah, you have that song on deck.
Ooh, it's so good. I love that shit.
Who gave y'all cocaine this morning? You
That's
guys
And then, fuck that!
That's Tezra.
Now you know I got some more shit to say.
What y'all not about to do is so good like that.
Great for radio, great for TV, ladies and gentlemen.
The
Thank
energy
you.
is good. It was just if
Wow.
at some points it was like like
But see,
This song is just alright.
no, that's a good topic though because you got so many people in the world that fuck with Tyler Creator, but you got so many niggas in the world
that was a
that
good
know what the
point.
fuck
That
I'm
was a
talking
good point
about.
that you made with the correlating to basketball. You had very good points. That was an awesome segment.
Yeah, that was good.
The
It's all about
energy,
understanding. Everybody gotta get in part.
the energy
What you
was
saying,
very
bro?
good.
Mo niggas we know is gonna bump DJ Khaled project.
That's all I'm saying.
But I'm just saying, mo niggas around the world is gonna
Most
bump
niggas
Tyler.
around the world are nerds.
And when I came to
It's
LA,
more nerds than cool niggas.
What's cool and nerd, bro? This is bad ass
You
word.
can't get cool and nerds like.
There's a bunch of cool niggas that ain't cool, bro.
You right.
Bitch ass
Right.
They
niggas.
nerds.
And that's the niggas that
But
can
there's
realize what
more,
the
but
fuck
there's
Tyler
more
Creator is.
nerd niggas in LA trying to be cool niggas.
and there's no other rapper in the game that you could bump into on Fairfax just standing there with his skateboard and that will talk to you. There's no. That's one thing I saw. I was like, whoa.
But what I'm saying is, the niggas I listen to, Meek Mill don't have that option.
Yeah.
He's gonna get robbed.
Yeah.
He's gonna. There's certain shit that come with being a nigga.
Yeah, Tyler.
But that's what I like about Tyler, because he relieved that pressure of like being a nigga and being famous, bro. You can really just be yourself.
Like he almost made it awkward to wear
Like you just said,
jewelry.
you
And
feel like the
you know what,
Nipsey's a nerd.
He's probably the richest
But
fucking
I'm saying,
rapper.
Nipsey got killed for hanging out.
Exactly, but Tyler Creator, he's from West LA, Los Angeles, Santa Monica, and he's on West Side, but he hangs out with like my little sister's friends who go to Samuel, who go to Venice, who go to do these things that white kids do. Their groups are not a bunch of real niggas. It's a bunch of different cultured kids
It's
that
like,
can
it's
be
like
under one
I'm from the
idea.
Bay,
Yeah.
right? We got Iron Sue. And we got niggas
niggas like Filthy Rich.
But you have a bunch of niggas in that
Oh,
group, right?
I
niggas.
love I Am Sue. Oh my
Alright,
god.
we on video right now,
I love
but
it too.
I'm saying this is HBK can do certain shit that the niggas I know, it's different shit. It's
It
like
is different. It's the
I
difference.
ain't do different shit. No.
because
Yeah.
his mama is a teacher. He's a good guy.
Is he a nerd?
To niggas that is in the Bay, yes,
I'm just asking.
yes.
Okay.
He's a nerd to me,
No, I know, actually,
but to the average person in America,
you
he's
don't
not a
help me,
nerd.
relate to me, your definition of nerd. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, cause nerd is a slang in the Bay, like niggas just say like
Nerdy.
Square.
A square.
square nerd is the same shit.
Okay.
Being a square ain't nothing wrong, you know, ain't nothing wrong with being a square.
This song is so whatever, bro.
So Drake and Chris Brown making a song. What was the thoughts when it came to your head? Oh shit, is that an instant smash? Then when you heard it, was it actually as good as you thought it'd be? And then what kind of creative process was that? Who brought them together? How did they come together? Who probably said sorry first? That kind of stuff. Play with it.
This is the song I haven't heard.
And hitting the net.
Because the people that don't see the visual, it's just, damn, Tendra's loudest. She making great points, but she's screaming at us.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm just
Great on the visuals, though. Great on the visuals.
I'm just shut the fuck up. How about that? I'm just shut the fuck up. The next segment.
No. We don't want that at all.
20 seconds.
Yeah. Bottle water?
Yeah, I'll pay for it.
Thank you, Ryan. My charge is on.
Alright, just make sure they don't.
Hey, we're coming back on right now.
Don't die.
You guys coming back?
It's like
Coming back.
Girls love it, and the hella niggas roasted. So that's good.
Yeah, we're coming back.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, go crazy. Put me on.
What up with it?
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Cali Kickback.
Yeah.
We just listened to that new Drake and Chris Brown record. How do y'all feel about it?
I haven't heard it.
It
Shame
just
on
plays.
you.
It
Shame
was
what
just playing.
That shit was just playing.
Yeah.
I like that. That was mellow.
Girl,
When I hear
girl.
Chris Brown, I'm thinking like more like up
Right.
music. So that was like, I like that song. That was
What did y'all think when y'all first heard they were doing a record together, though?
I was ready to fucking hear it and get it sold and buy tickets because I knew it was gonna be heat.
Okay.
Separate, together.
Period. What about you,
Okay.
So you
Red?
think it's a tour about the crack?
No, I don't think so.
Who's going to tour with Nicki Minaj? I mean, with Nicki Minaj, yeah. Chris Brown's going to tour with Nicki. What about you? What you think?
I mean, I've
Say
heard
right.
better from both of them. You know,
Facts.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I think this is more of a play just to get something going for the summer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping they create more music together because I
Yeah.
really think they can get a better song. I understand the ladies, you got it.
Right.
Y'all gonna love this shit.
Yeah.
They did this for y'all.
Naturally.
Right.
They ain't really do this for the niggas.
Them
you feel
niggas
me?
was
Oh, mama.
having to sing off like the winner got Rihanna. Like, they were like, you ain't gonna outrun me, nigga.
You got it, girl.
I didn't hear Drake part. Drake was singing.
Drake sang the majority
Yeah,
of the song.
Yeah.
it's Chris Brown's song off
But
his
it's
upcoming
Drake's
album.
record. Like,
But it's Drake's record.
Like,
Because
he
that's
wrote
what
it
you
for
do
Drake.
for Drake. You
Chris
let
Brown
him
wrote
do
that
it.
for Drake.
Chris has a new album. It's called Indigo. It's
Indigo
not out
Child.
yet, but it's like another like 40 track album. You know, he likes to give us a lot of
Chris
content.
Brown is
But
the
even
best.
then, I feel like
Never mind, shut up.
a lot of the times it's good. Don't get me wrong. Like Heartbreak on a Full Moon, I enjoyed the album. It was a lot of content, and obviously, I feel like
Right.
when you give me so much,
Took
Solid
6 months
though.
to listen
there's
to
only
it.
so much
Yeah.
that's gonna be so. You know what I mean? The quality, I gotta question it because you give me so much. So that's my only concern. But I mean, I do like the track.
But Chris Brown, you understand, he does cocaine. So when he an active cokehead like he is, and he make good music like he do, look at Bobby Brown before he got you deep in the
You gotta
shit.
put some respect on my nigga Chris
No,
Brown.
I am. Don't get it twisted. I am
You ain't put no
motherfucking.
respect on his
I'm
name.
not. If I'm being honest, I can't be
You
honest.
just
I love
blasted
Chris
my
Brown.
nigga. You just blasted my
does.
nigga on.
That's a secret. Is it?
Yeah,
No,
that's
this is the
not
first time y'all heard this
secret,
before.
That's facts.
It's
I
a
don't
secret.
No, I mean, I just never seen him. I gotta see
I
it.
love.
what I'm
Look,
saying.
I
I ain't
hold on,
seen
to
him
be
do it, so I
very
ain't gonna
clear.
say.
I love Chris Brown. Chris Brown was the first one to follow me, like the first blue check I ever had. And I only had 300 followers. You feel me? I fucking love and respect that nigga on period. But I'm gonna be honest. That's why he makes a lot of fucking records in a short amount of time.
You know,
Damn, wait till the documentary come out or something.
I
He
saw
said, did he say he was on powder on that motherfucker?
No, he didn't.
So that's what I'm
right,
saying.
you just assuming.
I'm not. All right.
You
y'all.
know people that know him. Everybody
Yes,
say that.
everybody knows that though. This is LA. Come on, y'all. We going.
Everybody party.
Y'all gonna cap right now on the time you I'm capping right now?
See me, I don't.
Really?
I don't.
Y'all gonna do
I'm not
y'all gonna do me like that?
That's a
You
drug.
know Chris Brown. I'm y'all friend. Y'all gonna do me like this right now?
Because you start rumors, we don't even
That's
know
all
what
it
it
is.
on the show.
Niggas get shot for shit like
Well,
that.
then shoot me, because I'm telling the truth. Pow, 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 nigga, bye. R.I.P. to
I
tell.
don't tell lies, but I don't tell the truth all the time.
Man, because hey, that shoot the messenger shit is real.
That's what I'm saying. It's a lot of shit
I
that I
said
know
that.
I ain't never said.
And
But
I
if you
love
ask
you,
me
Chris.
about it, I ain't gonna
Chris
answer.
Brown, I love you. I respect you. You my nigga on everything. But I'm
I ain't gonna lie, but nigga, I ain't gonna say nothing.
Look, I am. I'm gonna fuck. Period. I said what I
You
said.
gonna fuck around and tell on a nigga if he
I
get
don't tell.
caught.
I don't tell.
Cali kickback,
Shit,
police
I
get in this
don't tell.
motherfucker.
You
Louis had the Glock on him. I ain't gonna lie.
Niggas. You know that about me, Teddy Ray. Don't sit here in front
All
of
right,
me.
all right, I'm just playing. All right,
If
you
I was a
gangster,
snitch,
you
I'd have been
gangster.
snitching on nigga. You come on.
All right, all right, all right.
I just expect that from all black women.
Yeah,
Just
stop
tell
playing.
on them
Check
as soon as the
yourself.
time
Check yourself. Check yourself. Don't check
Get
me.
her.
Hey, but anyways, I like the record.
I do agree with you, Teddy. I feel like it's kind of like a little play, or like a, you know what I mean, to get us ready for the summer. I do feel like Drake needs to drop something, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
to get us
it's
ready
some
for his
foreplay.
solo.
But when I heard they were doing a record together, I thought it was gonna be more up tempo. I wasn't expecting like you got it.
I'm glad it's not though, honestly, because I
mm.
feel like Chris, that's what we're so used to, I guess you could say, for the past couple of years, you know what I mean, projects, but like, I miss like
he's a
old
dancer.
school R&B, Chris Brown, Run
That's
It,
fact.
I
Yo.
fuck with that.
Pop
Yeah. That
Chris
nigga
Brown's
like
best
that.
record is his first
Shawty,
album.
shawty.
And that's all
Period.
Yeah,
facts.
Hey,
That's facts.
ain't
Young
no
love.
way
I'm gonna let you down.
That's a black. That's when he's singing.
Right now. I love
That's
Chris
when
Brown.
Chris
That's
was making
a
his
black.
fucking
He's the king of R&B. Chris Brown's king of R&B. That's period.
period. Well, our generation, I give him that.
Of our generation.
Facts.
Yes.
Okay.
Jack
Facts.
Reese, sit your ass.
Of our
Man.
generation, Chris Brown's the king of R&B.
But,
We grew up
okay.
to that nigga. You know
We
what I'm saying?
sure,
We grew
yeah,
up
boy.
with him, not to him. We grew up
And I
with
support
him.
Chris. He
That's
got
all Michael
issues,
Jackson for sure.
But I support Chris.
Michael
He got
Jackson's the king of
issues.
pop. You know, like
Right now, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Michael. I'm
I
sorry,
don't know who
Chris
else can
Brown.
backflip on beat.
I don't know though. I think we
And
got.
then stop and do
Dead
Dougie.
eyes.
Like, you know what I'm
Man.
saying?
We gotta show my nigga Usher some respect too though, because he was
Usher is
old
a-
school in the new
records have-
suit.
But Usher's last few projects have not done well, and they're not having well records. He's been like in a midlife crisis. Like it's like he's trying to reach into a new different demographic, but it's not translating.
But we gonna.
But he's not genuine. He's not being genuine with his art.
He older
It's
though.
DJ Khaled's problem. That's why he's number 2.
Usher
No,
older. We
it's-
gonna see if Chris Brown can like
What?
be the same nigga he is to the next generation.
Chris Brown's been very consistent, and I feel like Usher has not. In the last 5 years, Usher has not been consistent.
Well, I'm saying
When's
is
the last time
Usher hella older than Chris Brown.
Well, yeah,
He's
well,
So I'm
older,
saying,
but we still
Usher is
listen to-
40.
To compare Chris Brown to Usher, Chris Brown gotta last like 15 years more, and then and still be
You
the
have
hot
to
nigga
also
then.
remember, Usher never went through no big scandal until recently. Usher had the herpes scandal just 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Chris Brown beat Rihanna's ass when he was 19 years
That
old.
ain't no
Can't-
scandal,
No,
nigga. You
no.
whooped the bitch ass.
But
on
he
camera.
can't. But then
He bounced
listen,
back so
he
hard.
I know I
bounced-
did.
but
You
I'm
call
talking
Rihanna a
about-
bitch ass.
But he
I'm
bounced
sorry,
back.
Rihanna. I love you so much. Don't do nothing after you.
Listen, but he bounced back. He's still making #1 records.
But
Like
who-
that's something you have to like admire. Like Usher never had no scandal in his highest of his high he never had
Can we
nothing
stop
going
calling
wrong.
that a scandal though, sister?
It is a scandal. It's not a
Chris
scandal.
Brown
It's
with
not a
Rihanna.
scandal.
That's
It's
a
not
scandal.
It's a scandal.
She got back with him, so it's not
That
as
shit happened every
scandalous.
day.
No, we know this. I'm not trying to. First of all, I'm not trying to.
As soon as she
blame
got back with him, that it
abuser.
wrapped. It was like it canceled out.
All I'm saying is,
No, it
for
didn't.
to be
Yes, it
nice-
does.
No, it didn't.
If
No,
a
it
girl
didn't.
gets back with an abuser, it cancels out. You love it.
No,
You like it.
No,
No,
not
don't
to
say
not
that.
to the
Come on now.
occasions.
That's ignorant. Don't say
Come
that.
on.
What you say, Ted?
Not to the.
If a girl gets back with an abuser,
That's ignorant.
knowingly though,
Yeah.
in such a public manner.
Yeah.
Now I feel you in some situations, girls don't have place to stay, they got kids, da 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 da, whatever. But you
That ain't
honest,
excuse.
you famous.
She was on
That ain't
Jeffrey that
excuse
nigga
to
to
get your ass
be
whooped.
Right, like
Regardless, in that situation, I'm sure Rihanna
We got
obviously
some
saved him
mosquitoes.
because her heart was clearly with Chris. They've been through some shit. They obviously really loved each other.
She lost the fight.
For her to get her ass whooped,
She lost
and
the
to go
fight.
back to a nigga like that, I'm not saying that she didn't do her part because we know Rihanna, you know, who knows what type
I
of
love
shit,
her. I'm sure.
Islander shit she was doing. But what I'm saying
Love
is,
it, girl.
he
Shout out
crossed
to
the line.
Rihanna too. Them
I love
titties
Rihanna.
get
Regardless,
big.
she looks amazing
Them
and she's
titties get
flourishing.
big.
and they so shaky
Oh
for the
my
summer.
God, we love Riri.
Everywhere
Yeah.
they go, they just be
Oh
shaky.
my
So
God,
shout out to
stop.
Chris Brown, the king of R&B of our
Reintroduce
generation.
him. Reintroduce.
Oh, well, if you're just listening, you're listening to Cali Kickback. We're talking about Chris Brown, the Drake record, and if Chris Brown is king of R&B of our generation versus Usher. Me, it's Chris Brown.
But it don't
Of this
manipulate.
era, for sure.
This or yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm saying all time
But the
resume,
last good
Usher the nigga.
Usher ain't that
Every
nigga. The last
generation.
hit record we had from Usher was Confessions. And I was in middle school. when Confessions came out.
Usher got a great catalog.
Yeah, Here I Stand was kind of hard.
Oh my mama, I can't be phony. Acting up, this is lonely.
I wanna make love in the club.
Play my nigga Usher. Hey, man. Go there, pick it up right there.
Whose catalog is better, Chris Brown's or Usher?
Usher.
I'ma say,
Catalog
better.
Yeah,
That's a hard fight.
Dude, all right.
Cause you got yeah. Then you got Poppin'. Then you got motherfucking Take You Down.
Did you just put yeah? Who put that
No,
on the
that's
best
not.
Brown
That's
song?
not. Yeah.
Caucasian.
Guys.
Love yeah. Yeah, Chris
Yeah,
Brown.
was a black.
Like a
Yeah.
What's the other one?
Yo.
Hey, Beautiful People, that was my favorite Chris Brown rave song.
Yeah, it's a
Everywhere
beautiful.
I be. That shit used to go
Now
up.
that's loud. Now
Let's
that's
not act
loud.
like we not still waiting for a Poppin' video.
People.
Cause I am.
Oh,
It's been 15 years. I'm
I
waiting for a
can't
Poppin'
believe
video.
nobody said Wall to Wall, nigga. That's a classic.
Hey, Wall to Wall, get up. Hey, low key, I think Chris Brown might have.
Got to get a
But Usher, okay, here's what Usher got.
Usher has
got.
classics.
We're
Wait,
so in the
let's talk about
moment.
Usher
Usher got
classics.
timeless music
Yes, I'm saying
still.
classics.
So we gotta see if we still, but we still fuck with Poppin' and.
Well, since we
all
can't listen
shit.
to R. Kelly no more, we gotta listen to Usher.
Yeah, we
Dude,
can't.
Man, I done double up on my Avant since.
Dude, Chris Brown. No,
For me.
Usher classic album is better than Chris Brown classic album.
Okay, we about
Wait,
to go.
who-
Confessions.
Confessions is the best R&B album of this
That's
fucking
true.
That's
decade.
One of the best R&B albums ever.
One
made.
of.
One of. Not
It's
the
top-
best.
I
Top
never,
five.
It's top
never
five,
even
top
lost a
five.
female in a relationship, and I feel that shit, nigga. These my confessions.
Mhm.
I was ready to apologize to a bitch I never had.
And run up and slide and
I
squeeze
felt like I
Listen.
fucked up listening to Usher, nigga. This is my confession.
Confessions is a fucking amazing album. But so was Chris Brown's first project. You know what I'm
That is
saying?
his
He was
best.
15.
Yes. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Chris Brown was 15. You're basing like Confessions when Usher was like 27, and Chris Brown was 15.
But stop
was
playing with my
first
nigga Usher like he first came
Well,
out.
it's not
Nigga,
real.
was, you remind me of a girl that I once knew.
No, it's My Way. My Way was
No,
first.
no.
Nice and slow.
No, all of y'all are
Don't
wrong.
leave a girl around me,
produced
shoot
Usher
playing for
first,
real.
but it
That's
just
my
didn't
nigga
go.
for real. That nigga everybody. Look at that nigga Usher raw.
Usher, that My Way.
Whoa.
Usher, My
My
Way
Way.
made him like the number one R&B
What
nigga on the
year?
planet. 97.
When
But
Chris
is he
Brown was
still
in his
the
I
number
had
daddy
that shit
nuts.
on cassette, cuz.
Chris Brown was in his daddy nuts.
One at a time, one at a
Let's
time,
compare
guys.
My
One at
Way
a time.
and Chris Brown's first album.
My
What would you
way.
pick?
Stop playing.
Wait, one full album, one single? That's what,
No, we
which
saying
what
full
song
project,
off the
full project.
record?
Low key, I like
You
Chris
talking about
Brown
like-
better than My Way.
I like Chris Brown's first album.
But y'all gotta think about how old we was when that shit came out though. We was all motherfucking babies.
I was a baby
Yeah.
when Chris Brown's first album came out. He was baby too. That's what some y'all you like.
I was-
y'all forget
I
the
was-
fact y'all comparing a grown man.
I was feeling on
to a kid.
titties.
I was gonna say I was fingering and all type of shit when
Yeah.
Chris Brown came out.
I was getting it in. I was
I
exploring.
wasn't
7
doing
years
those
later.
things when Chris Brown
That's
came
a
out.
big, yeah.
That's the difference though. I was already fucking around with the fuck around when Chris Brown came out.
And that's what we
Usher, I
gotta
was really-
understand too. What about us, like our age group, like these little
I
niggas,
stayed
they
up to
might
watch
be getting
Usher
their
on the
beats
Keenan
wet to
Ivory
Jack
show.
Weeks. Like that, in these middle schools and high schools, that nigga really might be the nigga. You
No,
know what
it's
I'm
Jack
saying?
real.
Let's not. That nigga can't.
Just because it ain't slapping in our take that, you feel
So
me?
is
Exactly.
Jacquees up for the conversation of King R&B?
We'll talk about that in 10 years.
Okay,
and then
period.
still-
But if he
I
talented,
was with y'all niggas.
I love you.
Yeah, I agree with you. What are you talking about? I don't think that nigga's King R&B. Fuck Jacquees. I'm not fuck Jacquees, but
no, he's talented. And for those just listening, what are we talking about?
we're talking about who. We started talking about Chris
Jacquees?
Brown and Drake,
And then we just ventured off
transferred
into
into who's
Chris
King of
Brown
R&B.
versus Usher.
Chris Brown versus Usher.
So we basically,
Chris
so we all.
Brown, Michael
so
Jackson.
Chris
But
Brown won.
No.
have we do
He
we?
said no.
This is why I think Chris Brown's King R&B. We don't have the conversation if Usher's the next Michael Jackson. We're talking about Chris Brown's next Michael Jackson. Nobody. I don't.
I don't want nobody to be the next Michael Jackson.
You already have it. His name is Christopher Morales Brown.
I think people were having that conversation.
I love that conversation.
Usher was the next Michael Jackson.
Oh no, nobody had that conversation.
Yes, they did. That's
What?
why Usher used to dance with Mike at the whatever they had at the Madison Square Garden, and they was dancing at the end. I remember that concert vividly.
But on some iconic shit, when Usher was on tour, I don't know where I think it was probably New York or LA, some big shit. He did Bad Girl, and he had Beyonce as his dancer.
See, stop playing with my nigga Usher.
So
Right.
that's my iconic ass
Bad
shit.
Girl.
And you smash
And she
Killer.
wasn't even singing. She
I
was
got
like,
a dollar full of
Fine.
dimes.
shout out to my best friend. She calls that's her best friend song. And I seen a lot of bras all on one
That
floor.
nigga Usher. If
Everyone
Usher, if you happen to see this shit, come pull up on me. You ain't gotta talk to these.
I love them both, but if you have to ask me if I had to choose which or the other, I'm gonna choose Chris Brown. Because I was raised, we and Chris Brown are almost the same age.
I love
We grew up
Chris.
together, like this
Yeah,
music wise.
Yeah.
Like I was, we came out, we were the
House
same
of Blues in
age.
2004. Thank
It's a
you.
little different. Us
Yeah.
40.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. We always gonna connect more with our
Chris
age
Brown
group.
is the nigga.
Chris Brown is that nigga. Period.
So-
Yes, he is.
See, this is more comparable. Like we could talk to the. Let's not compare
Everybody
motherfucking Chris
gets-
Brown to motherfucking
Who?
some white singer or some shit niggas
No.
ain't listening to.
First of all, every white R&B singer
Or
wants to be a
some
black
Uncle
R&B
Tom
singer. So we're not
ass-
gonna do that.
Huh?
Singer.
I said every white R&B singer is trying to be a black R&B singer, so
Who's
we
the
can't compare none of them.
John B. the only one
Who's
that kept it from the heart.
Who's the singer?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
you
Just
can't
about
compare
to
Chris
drop
Brown
that.
to
John B. the
anybody.
only white singer that kept it from
One
the
at a
heart.
If you guys are
One at a
listening,
time.
please go to the comment section. Tell us you want to listen to
Lewis.
If you guys are just listening now, make sure you go to the comment section. Do Chris Brown or Usher? Which one is King R&B? This them two. Don't go in there talking about no Jacquees and some extra shit in our comment section. We ain't got time. We got two options, nigga.
And when you
Only
put a
two.
comment, put your age next to the comment.
Yes, age next to the
Because it's an
comment.
age thing. I
That's
think
true.
the older people gonna fuck with Usher, the younger people in our generation gonna say Chris Brown.
Right.
Right.
And the younger kids might say Jacquees.
Ain't nobody saying Jacquees.
My granddaddy gonna say Bill Withers or some shit. You feel me? Like,
And if you an OG, put who the real King R&B is. nigga.
Facts.
Teddy Riley. No, don't Teddy
song.
Well, Teddy Pendergrass.
hey, Teddy Riley might be the king.
No,
overall.
Tevin Campbell should be the king. They
Nigga,
held
the
him.
Isley brothers
Nah.
go stupid.
Can we talk
Nah,
about
nah, nah,
amazing
That's,
record?
you talking about one,
All
two
y'all
albums.
niggas
He was motherfucking
You
Cameron.
gotta change the whole. You gotta change the whole game.
You know who
nigga,
Tevin
to be
Campbell
the
is?
king.
No.
Of course we
Now
know
can we talk for a minute? Right. This nigga was literally the voice of Powerline in the Goofy movie. You ain't gonna act like Tevin Campbell is not impacted our culture.
But not the king of R&B.
Oh, not the king.
Right.
That's because they hate on him because he was gay, nigga.
I will say I
No,
love
we
him, though.
still. I
No,
know
this
niggas-
was before it was all weird for niggas. They didn't want everybody to be a sex symbol, and he was like, "Nigga, I like niggas," and they were like, "Oh, you like niggas? Pull the plug," and that's what happened.
But the niggas
That's a
still
fact.
slap that shit in their car.
No, they do.
That wasn't. They didn't
was-
cancel him like
that wasn't
that.
the people. That was the industry.
Oh.
They didn't know how to market him because he was.
But the industry
homosexual.
gay. Them niggas stay gay.
Yeah, definitely. They're not in public. They just like.
Frank Ocean and Brush should make an album.
They should. Hey, they should. Until now,
I don't know
till
who-
now, can we talk?
Nah, I'm cool. I don't need
Oh, shout out to also. It was Pride this weekend. I want to shout out to everybody that was at Pride. I was out there coming to work.
How was that?
Pride was amazing.
You saw the Wayne Wade
I
son?
went to Pride. I went to Pride yesterday.
Oh yeah, and that shit just happened because I went to In-N-Out and everybody had rainbow shirts. I'm like, yeah.
I went to Pride. It was amazing. I had the funnest time of my life. It was great. It was great. It was some. And you know what I loved about Pride is like there was a lot of black dudes there, and I kept telling like King, I love you and I appreciate you, and just like getting that kind of like validation from a black woman, I felt like it was so impactful to them. Because I feel like a lot of times they get shunned by their moms and shit like that, and their aunties, and just like I was hugging them and letting them know like you are loved and you are appreciated. The people cried.
Oh, that's
It was
good.
amazing. It's
I
the
bet,
experience of
yeah.
just like no, you always talk about toxic masculinity, all this shit, but like to see like a grown man really feel like genuine love, and like for the first time, a lot of times it was for the first time from a black woman. I loved being a part of that. And I loved participating in that and making these kings know they're kings, gay, straight, or otherwise. You're a black man. You are loved and appreciated.
Yes.
Period.
That
And it was an
part.
amazing
Wow.
experience.
That's cool.
Shout out to Pride. Shout out to everybody. LGBTQA. I love y'all.
They did make the In-N-Out line long as fuck though.
Yeah, it was a lot of it was a lot of people at In-N-Out.
And
Trying to go in and trying to go in and out.
I don't know.
Man.
I don't know what the fuck.
I'm glad
going
you-
on. I
I was
just went to
about
go
to
to the
say.
I'm
I
not
can
knowing
say
what's
you
going
know.
on with shit like that. I love everybody.
Period. We love everybody over here at Cali Kickback.
Shout out to my first best friend that came out as gay.
Your first best friend came out as gay?
Yeah.
How'd that go?
I mean, I was 12, nigga. I didn't really understand it. Like, what you mean you gay, nigga?
How do you
Gay.
know?
Like, right, how do you know? Like, we homies, so you.
No,
you
you
look
can't.
at it.
No, you do know.
You know if
That's-
niggas gay when they was
that's
12. I was calling niggas gay when I was 12, and then they was
But
like,
that
oh,
shit
you
was
mean,
more-
and then they end up being gay. And I'm like,
Yeah, it was more comical. That was never our get down. It was just a homie. So it was
Right.
That's like Lou, if you told me in 2 years, like
We don't have to worry about
But
that.
Shit.
Name Tyler the Creator or some shit.
Tyler Creator is bisexual.
He
See?
is. Definitely good for him.
We stand a bisexual
I don't
king.
know, bro.
I stand a
Leave me the
bisexual
fuck
king. Shout out to
alone.
James Smith.
I don't know at this point.
Jaden
Fuck
Smith
it.
bisexual?
They're
I'm
boyfriends.
wrong.
I heard he was.
You didn't know
Didn't they kiss at
They're
the
boyfriends.
last?
Who,
didn't they
Tyler
like
and
hook up?
Caden
Yeah.
are boyfriends. They're boyfriends. Well, they were fucking. But Tyler Creator, hold on, can I say something?
Can we wrap this shit up?
No, I'm gonna say this real quick. Because we talk about pride. Tyler Creator takes down all your favorite rappers. Tyler the Creator takes down all of your fucking favorite motherfucking rappers.
He
This-
takes them
did not
down.
know
What do you
he
mean?
takes them
Wow.
What?
Wow.
Wait, why did
Not
I
that
not know that
right.
it was
Meek
fucking?
would
The
even.
views expressed by Tetra
Are not
Meek wouldn't even battle
They're
Tyler the
not
Creator. Like
views.
Meek could be like, bro, get out of here,
Alright,
bro. Like,
alright.
Go to break. Go to break.
let's go to break, man.
Shout out to
Meek
A$AP
Meek.
Rocky.
Shout out to Meek Meek.
Wow. Whose favorite rapper is that?
I don't know.
Shout out my
somebody.
nigga
Hey,
Young.
pretty
Come
much
on.
what it is.
Shout out my nigga Young.
You said
Jeezy.
all of yours.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know about this other shit that's going on in the world.
It's a long
I'ma
break
just salute the
message.
niggas. R.P. Nip. Shout out my nigga YG 400. Shout out to all my niggas in the bed that's doing their thing. I'm talking about, yeah, man, we gonna come back. I don't know about this other shit.
Happy Pride, guys. Wait, nigga, wrap it up.
Shout out to Nick 400. 5 years. Massive Mars.
Shout out Daddy.
Shout
out my nigga Mars.
Hold on. Real niggas need to get clout too.
Everybody is.
Everybody don't need clout. That's the fucking problem. Yeah.
Is it the baby?
Shout out to Baby. I know this nigga. My niggas listen to him. I don't know about his other
That's
weird
talking about the
shit.
baby time? Next, the baby daddy.
You don't really let me admit. I'm with a bitch
Yeah.
from the west side of town. I got
The baby had a family time. We're talking about the
it
baby.
down and I pull it out.
Okay,
What did we talk about?
Like it's a birthday.
It is kind of cold.
I can't really dance.
Let's talk about that us shit. That little when they see us.
When they see us.
Yeah, you guys have Essential Part 5.
I'm gonna be last to talk about it because I'm triggered and I don't.
Cardi B liposuction, you guys said? Alright, that's the only topic you guys have left then, is Essential Part 5.
And then the question for the callers is gonna be, can people of color that aren't black say the N-word?
Yeah.
So we're gonna present that to your live people during the break, and then they'll call it.
Actually, I'm not gonna say no. It's circumstantial and situational. But my issue is if I ask and I say it, if I don't know you, you argue with me, that's my issue. I don't care if you say it, but if I don't know you, you make
If I tell you, yeah, hey, that hurts my feelings,
yeah,
and
you
then
like,
you keep saying
no,
it,
you mad because you argue with me and why you have the right to say it. You didn't get what? You wasn't out there in the field. You don't have to say it.
literally.
Oh my God.
Want water?
Like 30 seconds, guys.
What's the next topic? Essential Part 5. Asia, can you lead this in, please?
I ain't watching.
Yes, I can. I haven't watched it. Who's watched it?
Not me. You watched
Lewis
it?
did.
You watched it?
Lewis and Teddy.
Yeah, I watched it. I
You
was
watched
right.
it? Good. I'm glad y'all watched it.
Good.
Alright, we're coming back right now, guys.
I'm a black man. This story is directed about us.
Teddy, you're leading the last topic because you need to lead the new topic.
You guys are up.
I love the baby little.
What's happening?
Hey, how's everybody? Welcome back to the Cali Kickback. Yay. And we are talking about a Netflix series, When They See Us, that just came out. Obviously something that we obviously should touch upon. I know Lewis and Teddy have watched it.
Salute to Ava DuVernay. Appreciate you.
We love you, Queen.
Shout out, you
Putting
did
this
your
story
thing. Real
together.
black
Hashtag
queen.
don't call me
Doing your
auntie.
thing. You know what I'm talking about? And shout out Oprah Winfrey too.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's also being shown on Oprah Winfrey's own network, I
Yes,
believe,
Lord.
this week.
And Robert De Niro.
See, I
seen
know
him.
about shit like this.
There you go.
Shout out Auntie Oprah. I love you so much.
Auntie.
I love you so much.
Okay, so how was the film? Talk about it.
Go ahead, Ted.
It's a 4-part series.
Okay.
It just okay. If you black, a lot of this stuff is information or the process. You see, we've seen this happen 1,000 times. This case, it may not be rape, but just trumping up charges on niggas is just something the justice system been doing for years.
And
So
our
to
culture
see
used to it.
this one particular case that really stirred the city up, it was very controversial at the time. I wasn't even born when this case happened, but even as a kid, maybe in my teens, I've heard about it.
Right.
Like the name Central Park 5. And I'll be like, oh, I didn't really know all the details of what went into it. But basically, a group of kids was at a park one night just being kids.
They
You
weren't
know,
even
a
there.
lot of people, parents, A couple people's parents sent them there because it was like, you know, the block is crazy.
Yeah.
Go to the park, have fun, whatever. And unfortunately, that night, a lady was raped and left for dead. And, you know, the police came there and immediately
Assumed it was black people.
these black kids that was wilding in the park. They were getting reports of black kids, you know, making noises, jungleistic noises, and whatever else they was calling it.
Loitering.
Right, but you know us, we laughing, we you stupid, yeah, like we having a good time. You may not understand it, but it ain't. We not really.
It ain't violent.
Right.
It ain't a ruckus. Essentially.
It ain't a ruckus.
Yeah.
So basically, long story short, they locked these young boys up with little to no evidence.
No,
Actually, no
zero
evidence.
The DNA
DNA
did not
didn't
match
match.
any of the children.
None of them.
Children who were tried as
From
adults,
14 to
correct?
16
Yeah.
They were tried as adults.
as adults, sent to Attica. Attica is one of the worst prisons in America. Upstate New York, niggas, the hardest. Yo, son, all them
They're
extra
babies.
are
These are
hard
children.
OG niggas. Like,
And our kids aren't allowed to be kids. We're not, like, people view young black males and young black women, like, they're already, black women are over-sexualized at a young age, and then black men are already criminalized at a young age. We're not allowed to be kids unless we're in our own community. And I think it's really fucked up. Everybody sees us as threats or an adult, and we're only 15, 16 years old.
Or objects.
Or objects. That's what I'm saying, like, black women are always overly sexualized at a very young age. And black men are always like, oh, well, what you doing, little? You know what I'm saying? It's always like people are threatened by a young black man at 15 years old. He's a 15-year-old kid.
right.
We're not allowed to be
Fearful
children.
for whatever reason.
But when not to say, oh, white kids do, when they do things, boys will be boys.
They'll
They
slap
have
on the
that
wrist.
kind of.
No, boys will be boys is very accurate description.
But
of
it's
what
white
it is.
boys. It's white boys
It's
will
only
be white
it's
boys.
white people. Okay, I wouldn't say why I didn't watch it quite yet. I do plan on watching it.
Same.
But stuff like that really does, like, I have such a deep passion for my culture and my people, and I have such a deep, I get so angry when we're unfairly, like, tried, or we're not, you know what I'm saying? We're just
Treated,
Right.
yeah.
treated. And I get very passionate about it, and all my emotions get stirred up. And I just know it's gonna be very triggering for me, and I just don't want to be in that space right now.
Yeah, that's what.
So that's why I haven't watched it quite yet.
That's
But I
what
do
a
plan
lot
on
of
watching
people
it.
told me. A lot of people told me they was like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna watch it and you're gonna get mad," and I'm like, I'm not finna get mad because I already know all this gonna do
Right.
is confirm what the fuck I've been
Exactly.
saying.
That's basically
So,
where I'm at with it.
That's why I can watch it. Really, you know, of course, I
Right.
have empathy and sympathy for whatever you
Right.
know what happened to the
You
situation.
feel, yeah.
I feel it, but I didn't really get down on it
But
because
you're
I
also-
already know about,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, how
Y'all
that
been
shit
through
works.
it. You guys are
Yeah,
black
I'm a
males.
nigga.
You go through it. You can't watch something that you've been through and be like, oh, I feel bad. You've done it. You've went through the same process. Not to the same extent.
Right.
But if these people crossing the street are being intimidated by you for standing there minding your fucking business, you know what I'm saying? But as black women, we are so protective over you guys.
And
You
in
know
the
what I mean?
movie,
So it's just-
I loved about the little film that it showed the fear that black people have towards white people and
Yeah.
the system and shit, because they parents and shit and sisters, whatever, they put them in a worse position by saying
Man.
go along with it because you just want to go home. So if a white man tell you to lie, just lie so you can go home.
Yeah.
You
No,
feel me?
they're not
So-
going to tell you to lie for your benefit.
Exactly.
Right.
They want you to lie for
For
their
their
benefit.
benefit.
Everything the police did.
Every police do in current context.
Yes.
One of the detectives from the case just died of cancer. Everybody on
Wait till he see
Instagram.
God,
like,
nigga.
So, man, nigga.
No, I'm saying, if you see that nigga,
Who?
that's cop, you ain't seeing God.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying.
yeah. I don't know nothing about none of that. But all I know, you was a piece of shit ass motherfucker. Every person in that police station, the prosecutor, what's her name? Linda Fairstein?
Linda Fairstein actually got taken off of every board that she was on. All the charities, they took her off. Her book publisher fired her. She's broke now. Fuck that
They
bitch.
had like a, they
And I'll
wrote like
fight
a
you, bitch.
petition.
That's on me. I see you in the fucking streets, I'm gonna beat your motherfucking ass.
She don't be in your streets.
Just
That's
kidding.
why she doing what she
I'm
do.
just kidding. I'm not gonna do that.
Hollywood. She might be in Hollywood.
I'm just
not.
kidding. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just playing.
When white people do shit like that, they go to overly white areas, nigga, like
They
almost, yeah, they know.
Because then you think about, like, that was one case that she did. Think about all the other
The other
cases
ones that
and
you
all
did.
the other boys and the other black girls and people of color.
These
that you
jails
don't
are
know.
crowded, yeah, because y'all keep
It's
locking
for
up
money.
everybody.
It's
nigga.
money. money. It is because of money. A bed is a body, and a body is a dollar.
It's money, and then niggas gotta know the law too. Niggas
Niggas
gotta
gotta
start
Yes.
knowing the law. You know what I'm saying? Because I could have been in that position for sure. It just, I was raised. My dad, he know the law. You feel me? He an OG nigga, so he already been through it and done it all. So any if niggas wanted to do something, he already told me how to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Don't say nothing.
yeah. So
Not a word.
a lot of niggas don't even know it's illegal to smoke and drive and shit. Niggas be smoking, nigga got strapped in the car, then get pulled over, then they search your shit, and then you thinking, nigga, because you black, they searching the car.
Yeah,
It's
supposed
like,
to search your shit without a warrant.
nigga,
No.
they can search your car if you don't.
If
If
trunk,
you
right? You gotta
Nah,
go.
but
No,
see,
they
bro,
can
with
smart-
that,
they can
what that
search
is,
your
bro, I've been with that too, and they'll always say it smell like marijuana just to search the
Plant
car.
some shit
Oh,
on you.
mamas.
They'll
Yeah.
pull up, nigga, we ain't smoked in here ever, nigga.
Yeah.
It's my grandma's car.
Yeah, oh,
I
mama.
smell marijuana. No, you see four niggas. You
Yeah.
don't smell shit.
But how many niggas gonna say that though? Some niggas don't even know the law. So when
Yeah.
the motherfucking
Yeah,
police
the
roll
law.
up and say, "Oh, nigga, I smell it. You don't smell it." Nigga be like, "Oh, okay, get out the car."
And
Like,
sometimes
nigga,
even though
you
the
gotta
law,
stand
I
on your
mean,
rights. Like,
I've been
nigga,
in a
no.
scenario where I was cornered and it was me and a friend of mine and 6 cops, and we were in Orange County, and it was a very predominantly white area, and there was nobody else in the structure. And my car smelled loud as fuck. We had just finished smoking. I had a bottle in the car, and I had just like packed everything up, but they were like coming down the corner, I guess you could say, of the structure. And my homie was like, "We have to get out the car right now. Like, I'm in the car with the bottle." So I'm at least, I would say, cool. Like, I'm by the elevator at this point. I'm miles. That motherfucker flagged me down and was like, "You need to come back. You need to come back."
Come
and
back.
I knew I could keep fucking going. You have no reason, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
But I knew if I kept walking away, I could get real fucked. So I
Yeah.
know the law.
Yeah.
And my mom was so pissed because she said the same thing. She was like, "Why would you give that nigga your keys? He could have planted some shit in your car. He could have."
Yeah.
But I was like, "Mom, in that scenario, I got 6 cops and me.
I've
What
got
the fuck
arrested
I'ma
for being
do?"
black.
Cause you doing
LA?
you doing that out of fear.
Out of
So
fear,
I'm saying
but
we gotta
also,
stop fear.
but not out of fear, but also in that same regard, like I do know the law, but in that same scenario, I'm in a, like, my back's against the wall, in that, you know what I mean, in that sense. So I'm gonna play it smart, because these niggas may just need to, put their chest out, do what they need to do, get a little check, and have me move.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
tell you
mama.
some real
Oh,
shit.
mama.
I'm gonna tell you some real shit.
Shit.
I'm so so traumatized by the police. When I went to jail the first time, when I was being transferred to jail, I was more scared in the police car than I was when I got to jail.
Mhm.
And that's on God, that's on me, because I had 2 white cops that was setting me up for some shit. Because the cop I went to jail because the cop said we was in a stolen vehicle. It was not a stolen vehicle. It had a fucking pink slip in the motherfucking car. You know what I'm saying? The officer needed another 336, which is a suspicion of driving a stolen vehicle, to get a promotion. So 2 niggas, Beverly Hills, and I went to jail.
Mhm.
I was petrified. Those 2 older
You know,
white
you
cops.
knew he needed a 336?
Yes, because he said it to somebody else. And I asked what a 336 was.
Wow.
It was Officer Winter of the LAPD, West Hollywood Division, put me in jail, and I was like, when I tell you, I was like so scared, just in the back of the car. When I got to jail, got in my cell, I was like, what does that say about the state of black mentality about the police?
Oh, mamas.
You know what
when
I'm
I see
saying?
lights, I get nervous. My ass, even on the freeway, I saw a motherfucker pointing on my windows tinted. And I'm like, that's just a reason to say fuck me today. And I smell like weed. Let me just.
But that's
go
why
sit
that's why
like,
I never get mad when the police be on me and shit, like getting pulled over and they be hella scared and shit. Like, cause I know niggas and I know the police,
Yeah.
so I understand. Like, man, you should be scared. You know what I'm saying, nigga?
Who, the police?
Yeah, they should be scared. Yeah.
If you're gonna be scared in that position, you shouldn't be a fucking cop.
Period.
But-
No, because
gotta-
if you're in a position of power, you should not be fearful of anybody if you're in a position of power.
Especially
But
if
you are,
walking
hold
around
on, let me
with
finish this
a
point.
strap on
So you
your-
have a gun and you have a taser. They continuously are able to arrest white people without killing them, but us. So you should not be a police officer if you are scared of black people. Nor should you take
No,
your white
you shouldn't
Caucasian.
be scared of
You
black
shouldn't take your
people.
Caucasian
You should be
ass.
scared
No,
in
and you
general.
should not take your Caucasian ass to our neighborhoods if you're not scared of black people. If you grew up in the hood and you a cop in the hood, those are the best cops to have. Because those are your neighbors.
Of course.
But a lot of the times you get these racist motherfuckers who are fucking Klansmen, who are white supremacists, and they purposely put themselves in black and Latino neighborhoods to criminalize us, beat us, and kill us under the law. Period.
Safe.
So if you should safely and still have a job. So if you
I
are
can pop 3
fearful,
niggas a year
if you are
safely.
fearful, you should not be a cop. Also, America, you need to have a motherfucking criminology master's to be a police officer. Why is it that beauty school and to be a police officer is the same amount of weeks? It's the same amount of weeks to get your beautician's license to be a police officer. That's a problem.
So why niggas ain't trying to be the police?
Ask them. That's your niggas. You want to talk about the niggas, all the niggas, your niggas?
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why.
You know what come with being the police, nigga. Nobody want to be
okay,
there.
then that's what.
Alright,
that's what I'm saying.
But we're not gonna sit here and make excuses for people being racist and killing niggas.
That's not an excuse.
Hashtag
reality.
save the turtles and save the niggas.
Fuck them turtles.
Fuck the turtles.
Save
Y'all,
the niggas.
Reintroduce the topic.
Yeah, we gotta say the ocean.
If you got, yeah, thank you. If you guys are just listening, we're talking about saving the ocean and the niggas, and we're also talking about,
Central Park 5.
the Central Park 5, and if police are scared, should they be police officers? No. And you should have a fucking master's in criminology. You know, every other place but this country, you have to have a master's and go through 4 years of college to be a police officer. But America, it takes 8 weeks.
I honestly can't say
to kill somebody or carry a gun.
You can't stop yourself from being scared though. That's like a nigga saying.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't. You can't stop yourself from being scared.
Then how do you
have you ever been scared?
Yes, absolutely.
You know what
Did you know
But
when the fuck you was gonna get scared, or you just got scared?
But you can't get over your fears.
You get over.
You know what your trigger is. If your trigger is black people, that's what you're scared of.
No, look.
Get over that shit.
I know how to overcome my fears, but you had to learn that.
Guys, one at a time.
You had to learn that with experience. So I don't think it's a white thing. I think you shouldn't be able to be the police if you don't have experience of being outside and dealing with chaos and shit like that.
But you have cops who've been cops for 30 years who just got taken off the force for killing niggas. That's not a thing. These aren't rookies. Every single person that shot a black person is not a rookie. These are veteran police officers who will shoot you in the back. How are you scared? You're on the ground and you don't have any weapon. You have a gun. I have a gun on you. You don't have a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
And you tell me I don't have a weapon. I still shoot you. That's not out of fear. That's hate.
Of course.
So that's not a fear thing. That's hate.
But niggas do it to niggas though.
But we're talking about the police. We want to talk about.
I'm saying being in that situation, you're gonna still make decisions. I'm not finna name certain shit because shit just is stories that's just untold. So but I'm saying when you outside in the street and niggas shoot niggas, and I understand. And it's not. I don't feel like the police just. All police is like all white police just going out and shooting niggas. I don't think that. I think some of the police shoot niggas out of fear, and some niggas shoot niggas out of
no, but niggas is not in a position of power. Your job as a police officer is to defuse, disarm, and to settle situations. Your job is to protect. How many times we felt protected? How many times we felt protected?
No.
Exactly. So it's not niggas shoot niggas. I'm not in a position of power to arrest you and put you in jail. You see what I'm saying? That's different. Niggas shooting niggas is whatever, cultural, situational, or in your community. But if you're in a position of power, you're in a position of power. You have all the power in the situation. I could kill you. I could shoot you and kill you.
You say they got the power because they got the gun?
No, they have power because they have the badge. The power because they have the authority and they have the law and the protection.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have that.
Yeah,
niggas don't have that. So it's apples and oranges at that point. Facts. That's why I like people saying like, "Oh, black on black crime." No, if you are fuck all that, even that Blue Lives Matter shit gets on my nerves because it's like Black Lives Matter means please all black people want to be left the fuck alone. Let us go shop where we want. Let us barbecue where we want. We don't bother no motherfucking body. We bother each other. We shoot and kill each other. Whatever. Leave us the fuck alone. But it becomes an issue when every time I look on my phone. And people are getting desensitized to my brothers and sisters getting shot and killed in our faces every few months.
Of course.
And it's a problem. So it's not it's almost like you can't say, it's out of fear. If you are fearful
the white
of
boy in Vegas shot about 60,000 motherfuckers out there and he got arrested. But a nigga can just pull over and
he shot everybody white.
I understand that. That's basic shit.
Philando Castile was in the car with his girlfriend and his daughter was in the back seat. He said, "Hey, I have a gun. I'm letting you know I'm a registered gun carrier. I'm not reaching for my gun. I'm reaching for my ID. I'm reaching for my ID. Pop, 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 pop."
Yeah.
That's so you can't say like, "Oh, well, they're fearful." How is that fearful? You're explaining to somebody and your hands are up. Even Freddie Gray was on the ground being choked out saying, "I cannot breathe," and they choked and killed him.
But what I'm saying, when I'm speaking out of fear, if you never grew up around niggas.
So why don't be a police? Don't put yourself around niggas. Go to Calabasas. They need police officers too.
I agree, but that's not reality.
It is reality.
You just speaking on some shit that ain't finna happen.
No, I'm speaking on some shit that's real. How we gonna change this fucking culture?
The only way we can change it is black police niggas. The niggas that know niggas be the police.
That's what we need.
And that's not gonna happen no time soon because your mindset of niggas.
Y'all both just disagree to say the same shit.
No, but
but she already talking. She just telling me hella shit I already know. She talking about police.
No, I'm not telling you hella shit that you already
Relax,
know. I'm correcting
guys.
you because you said, oh, they're fearful. That's why they're shooting this. If you're fearful, don't be in the motherfucking culture. Don't be in the motherfucking neighborhood. And stop shooting my motherfucking friends. Period. Shoot my friends, shoot my fucking brothers, and my sisters. Shout out Sandra Bland. Say her motherfucking name. Period. And shout out to Brandon Wilkins. Brandon Wilkinson is a cop from my hometown. I went to school with him. He's black. He actually makes he's a great cop in our community. So shout out to him. There are people who are doing good. I'm not saying all police are bad at all.
Have you ever had a conversation with the police?
Let me finish what I'm saying. I'm saying if you are fearful of African American males or females, you should not be a police officer. Because at that point, your judgment is clouded. And at that point, you're going to shoot to kill and not disarm. Because you're scared.
I don't think they're scared. I think
they're racist.
Yeah, it's racism. It's deep. It's within.
Why do you think they're scared in the first place?
Okay, and
Louis, why do you think they're scared in the first place?
It's their blueprint.
Do y'all know who y'all talking to right now?
Do you know who you talking to right now?
Y'all talking to a nigga that understand racism and all this shit.
Let's stop capping for the police.
No, what I'm saying is, I'm speaking out of fear too. You gotta understand what fear brings a lot of mistakes. You gotta understand we kill our own because of fear. A nigga get smoked for thinking a nigga finna rob you, and you whip out.
Adequating black on black violence with police violence. When police violence, they have a
and I get your point with that. Yeah, I understand.
That's not the same thing.
You're right. You
can't mix the two together. If you're just listening, we're talking about police brutality. And if the police was scared, take your Caucasian or whatever Asian ass, scary ass to Calabasas. They need cops too.
We love Asians.
Only police
I love everybody.
I was like, we love Asians though.
We love you. We love Kaylani Love. And your mama. I don't know which one is Asian in your family, but I think it's your mama.
It is my mama.
I love your mama too.
I love everybody.
Right.
Except for your
We're gonna take callers. We're gonna take callers next section.
Okay.
But that's always something that gets brought up by people that try to like the Blue Lives Matter. Like, ooh, black on black crime. No, it's different. I don't have the power to arrest you. I don't have the power.
But I'm not talking about black on black crime versus police. I'm talking about fear. And I'm saying is, I feel like you don't even got to be a white police officer to be fearful of walking up in certain situations. Nigga, I'm from the fucking hood, but nigga, if I had to be the police, motherfucker, I'm walking in a situation, my gun drawn in certain environments.
Yeah, but what you're not shooting is don't shoot off of your first reaction.
Of course not. But that's what I'm saying. It gets back to you being knowing people in the community. That's why I believe black people should be the police officers.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying you can't just put it on race when a nigga never been in outside.
How is it not on race? And how is you never been outside? You're a fucking cop.
What I'm saying,
you're a cop. That makes
What
no
about when he
sense.
was a fucking 6th grader getting his ass whooped?
I think if you look about it this way, in certain areas, like if you look at certain areas,
niggas not born police. Niggas not born police, so you gotta look. The decisions I make now, when this shit get hectic, I'm making it off of this shit that I come from, the environment. Some shit gets spunky.
A position of authority. You're not a police
trained
officer.
to handle those situations.
You go through training. You go through shoot. And then the thing is, did you see that? I think it was in Texas, some shit like that.
You.
They had when they shoot it, the thing was a black person. You know what I'm saying? What's the little paper you shoot at? And the gun range was black. You know what I'm saying? Like these people are not always thinking like, oh, I'm fearful for my life in this situation. No, they're thinking this black person might kill me, and that's racist.
Of course.
Especially if they don't have anything on them. Why are black and Latinos being killed and murdered in cold blood, and it's supposed to be okay because they're cops and they're scared? That's not an excuse. If you're scared, don't be a cop. Or, there's other shit you can do. Be a dentist.
Well, I look at it different. I be looking at it. I don't get mad when the police be on me and walk up with their guns drawn shit. I don't get mad because I look at it as, bro, they gotta be scared.
Lewis,
scared.
you gotta be mad.
You accepted it. You're a black male, so you understand the police. When you're a black man, you just gotta understand, nigga, the police can change my life at any second.
And also if you're a black woman.
Exactly.
And
At
also
any
if you're a
second.
black
That's why
woman.
niggas, when they see the police, and then we bust left in a Taco Bell.
Or
the
that's
two
black
chalupas,
people.
nigga, just to be safe.
That's black people, because a lot of times black women get lost in the conversation. We also get discriminated against. We also we die in cold blood every motherfucking day.
Yeah,
it happens to us too. And just because black women don't speak out about it, We stand on the lines with y'all every motherfucking day, and we are the first ones to be like, no, this is not right. So please do that same respect to us. Period. Shout out Sandra Bland. Rest in peace to the real God in this motherfucking streets.
We got
Period.
you.
All
You
right,
be acting like we be hating on
No,
black
I
women
don't. I don't. I'm just passionate, and it's more for the audience's sake to know that we at this Cali Kickback, we are equal opportunity love for black people.
That part.
I don't have to. Man, my mama dark skinned. I'm originally from North Oakland. That's where the Black Panthers are. I already know about that shit, so I don't even take that shit personal.
And my grandmother was a freedom rider in the
we
South.
really been outside. I ain't even.
But y'all know how,
man,
what?
At a time. One at a time.
My family lineage all comes from Black Power. My godparents are both Panthers, and my grandmother was a freedom rider, and then my great uncle was Ed Nixon, freaking Martin Luther King Jr. So for me, it's deeper. It's in my blood. I'm gonna always go hard and be loud and be angry when black people are unjustly killed. Period.
You know that.
It may come off angry, but if I'd rather be an angry black woman and say what I have to say to protect my people, than not say nothing. So I'm sorry. I do apologize to y'all if it comes off I'm being aggressive to you, but it's not you. It's just mad. The situation just makes me mad.
More people gonna listen though if you calm down.
That
Exactly.
shit. No, fuck that.
No, I'm not saying nothing bad. I'm just saying.
Alright.
I agree with that.
The calm niggas have all the power. Am I
Exactly.
right? Calm people have all the power in the world.
I don't give a
That's
fuck.
Anger, that's emotion, it's
I can be
stuff.
Because that's what we do. A nigga get smoked,
I'm not
they wanna
saying
have
you're wrong.
riot and
That's what I'm
scream.
not
That
saying
ain't gonna
you're
change
wrong at all.
shit.
Because I can be calm. I can
That's
be
not
loud
gonna
either
change shit.
way,
Nigga can
and I'll
yell
be
all they
happy.
want. Nigga gonna get smoked the next time and
Right.
nigga get pulled over.
It's just your delivery, your tone. Sometimes
I don't give a fuck about my tone.
I know, but I'm just saying.
People, and if I'm loud and I'm too aggressive, then don't turn me off.
You turned into a
Facts.
nigga.
That's how she
I am a nigga. I'm a real nigga.
That's
Same
how
place
she
you from,
is.
nigga. Don't get that shit. Don't keep forgetting I'm from the same shit you from. Period.
I understand.
So I'm just passionate, and I love my people.
So embrace it. Niggas, the shit ain't gonna change until
And you a
niggas
little
become the
tipsy right
police.
now.
No, I'm not anymore. I drink this water.
Thank y'all, everybody. This is Kelly Kickback. We see y'all next time.
No,
It's a- we on break. We
we
coming
got
back.
callers, bro.
He said break.
Yes, but you announced the callers for next segment.
How they know who was calling? We ain't even went live.
I really wish y'all
No,
would wait
he's
till the
saying-
music play.
He gave you the
When we
number
come
to
back.
say last segment
I
we're
do
gonna do
apologize.
callers.
I know.
Oh, see, I'm thinking on some
Talking shit.
YouTube
I'm
shit.
talking more.
I'm not even thinking about it like that.
You know what I'm talking about when you get
I know what
on.
you're talking about.
But go on live to announce that we're gonna be taking callers next segment.
Some people just tune that out. Like, what you doing? You speaking nothing but fact. I'm not telling you, nigga, say.
If I was white, I'd be like, no, I can't deal with it. But if I'm a nigga, so I grew up around shit like that, so I understand. But yeah,
I feel you.
Thank you.
I feel you. I
Thank you.
feel where you're coming from, especially when you explain where your roots from. It's only in your blood to be very out loud about it. That's like saying being Martin. That's like saying being Martin Luther King versus Malcolm X. Malcolm X is like, nah, kill them niggas. And Martin Luther King's like,
she's
no.
like the female version of me. It's like when you a nigga, it's certain shit you just
You know the
you know what it
nigga
comes
switched
with.
towards the end.
Yeah, because
Malcolm
Martin
was
Luther
more
King,
peace and Martin was about to get more rowdy.
Yeah.
because they both knew they fucked up.
Also, no what's so crazy about Malcolm and Martin? I love both of them. But Malcolm was in New York. He didn't go, he wasn't in the South. He wasn't getting hoes and dogs and shit. He was in New York with the Muslims living his best life doing speeches. And that's when he went to Africa, he was opening up, he was talking about Martin Luther King was getting his dogs biting on his ass.
Right.
And shit. Talking about peace and pass it. I mean, I wouldn't pass it either. But you can't sit there and talk about this nigga if you ain't getting your ass beat by dogs.
Malcolm X and Martin Luther King just different type of niggas,
Yeah.
but they promoted the same shit. I'm more like a Malcolm X nigga. I don't fuck with people that don't fuck with me.
You're more like Martin Luther King Jr. I feel like. Yeah, you're a little bit.
You,
A little bit.
because you got, I love everybody.
I love everybody.
Yeah, that was never Malcolm.
That was never Malcolm.
Oh, mama. But
That's why you weren't.
if you
That's the end though. That's what I'm saying.
I was just gonna say,
At
once
the
you
end of his
realize
life?
at the end of his life, it's not gonna change, nigga. You gotta accept life.
I refuse to
That's
do
like
this.
that's like just saying, nigga, I'm gonna be a real nigga.
It's
I'm gonna
gonna
talk how I
change,
talk
but it's hard
everywhere I
to
go. It's
change.
like you gotta accept that, nigga. People, it's not gonna be like that.
You people of color are passionate today.
That's it.
So I'm saying it's like the fact it's not gonna change.
Everybody got the same energy. Tedra turned up today. I'm just saying, nigga. Nah, she hypey today.
She is like
I'm
She
actually
hypey
coming
today.
right the yellow bus, guys.
She hypey today.
No, I can't accept that things are not going to change.
You're gonna have to accept.
I don't, because I will fight. I don't. I will fight my motherfucking last breath, and if things don't change in my lifetime, I can't do
But argue with it. Argue
The
with
call-in, guys, the call-in topic is, can people of color that aren't black say the word
This is a
nigga?
topic, because that's what happened to me. I got deleted on Instagram.
Yes, are you gonna be calm?
I'm with Ryan.
All right, fuck this shit. I don't want to say nothing.
Tedra, what they're trying to say is, for the sake of radio, we can't. Yeah.
Just yelling on, you know.
That's all.
She folded her mic like
It's not bad.
It's entertaining.
Yeah,
but
but
there's
delivery
also-
is not the best way that you're giving to Tedra. That's what I'm saying. Though.
Yes, and there's also a component of audio that has nothing to do with video, and if someone's listening and they hear 3-4 voices yelling, they're not gonna, it's like, it's too much.
Okay, to all of you guys all need to pay attention to
Yes, it's just,
one at a time.
And it's
People
probably
are talking
you too, because you got one camera, you trying to get
you just gotta be conscious of, just pretend someone's got a mic, literally. But the energy is awesome. We just have to harness it.
Just take turns.
We have to harness it.
Teddy and Asia naturally good at it. Me and Tedra gotta work on that.
She's more passionate. You're just more like ADD. Like you just are so like, ooh, dolphin type of shit.
Yeah,
I need you to
exactly.
like bring that
Oh, mama.
shit back.
Oh, mama.
Like you go off into your own world.
Yeah.
And Asia really has to get your attention. Like Lewis, we're on air.
Yeah.
Bring it back.
I know that about me though, so I be like, all right, just tell me what I'm doing.
We got 20 seconds, guys. It's fading out right now, so might as well just get back in. You guys ready?
All right, come on.
So
Who's
announce
talking
that
first?
call.
So 3, 2, 1. You guys are up.
What's happening? It's the Cali Kickback. This your boy Louis Belt. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
Hey. Welcome back.
The topic of right now is, can other
People of color.
Or
Can
non.
other people of color that are not black say nigga? Because I was watching a clip. I'm saying this very calmly so people around me don't get offended or mad about my aggressiveness, my dark skinned aggressiveness this fucking afternoon. So hi guys. So look, check this out. So I was on Instagram. And I posted. There's a show called Black and Crew Chicago, and this young lady, her name is Lily. She's Hispanic, and she kept saying,
I watched this. Okay.
"Shh, don't be too loud." And she was
Guys,
saying
you gotta
nigga.
announce that, telling the callers that this is the topic.
You should have said that during break, Ryan.
Nah, he told me.
We didn't call. Okay, so she's Hispanic, and she kept saying nigga, and her coworkers who are black said, "Could you please stop saying that?" And so she said it again. She got a drink thrown on her.
That's niggas.
And I posted a video to my Instagram that is now deleted because of Instagram. I said it was a video called "I Am Not Your Nigga." I just don't think it's cool. I don't really. It's always circumstantial, situational. If people around you grew up around you, they say nigga. That's your prerogative. But if I ask you if you're Asian and you can say nigga, and I say please don't say that because it offends me.
Okay, we got to call it.
Then that's the issue.
What's happening?
I just can't do that.
Hello?
So.
What's happening, man? It's the Cali Kickback, man. What's your name? Where you from? Why? What's up, my nigga, man? Hey, now, I appreciate you, family. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, I got a question for you. Do you think other people outside of, like, black people can say nigga, the word nigga? Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, mama. Yeah, facts. I
That's
feel
all
that
I'm
too.
saying.
Yeah.
It's like if I ask you to stop saying it, you argue with me or why you have the right to say it, that's an issue.
Exactly.
I agree. That's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Yeah, and
Absolutely right.
And yeah, it wasn't like that back in the day, but now it has to be like that because a lot of it's more motherfucking Mexicans, it's more Asian people, it's just more everybody, and them niggas grew up in the hood like everybody else. So it's kind of
everybody
like,
in the base, nigga.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like you gotta damn near have a nigga experience to use the word nigga. Like you gotta grow up like the niggas and know niggas, and your niggas is niggas. You know what I'm saying? Then you can say nigga.
Give me your top 3 liquor stores right now.
Oh, mama, no, that's the real though. I appreciate you for tapping in, calling us. You feel me? Tap in with us one more time next week or something.
Say the number again.
Most definitely. That nigga just spitted some game.
He did. He's right though. He's right. Like sometimes we do give people the pass. You know what I mean? We have homies that, like you said, they've been through similar things and they have that certain cultural aspect to where we feel it's cool if you say nigga. Like I'm not upset. But then there's some situations where people say nigga or they say nigger. And they think it's cool, and that's never cool.
But my thing is, a lot of people sees, it's, I don't know, maybe it's just LA specific, but I found like a lot of like Asian Americans or Hispanic Americans don't even like black people, but they say a nigga. They don't even like black people.
Yeah.
You know what Hispanic people say about black people? That they, black men are cheaters and they're lazy.
Yeah.
And Asians say the same thing about us, but the Asians want to be black too.
But
It ain't all of them.
Not all of, it's not all of nobody.
Okay.
I'm talking this specifically. So we get this pass because they're in the culture, but they abuelas don't even like us.
Yeah.
And they're raised not to like us. Their papas and abuelos don't even like us.
But it's some niggas that don't like niggas and still say nigga.
I hear you.
It's some niggas that don't like their culture.
I know, but a nigga that don't like his nigga, that whatever. Your family was in the motherfucking fields picking that motherfucking cotton. Period. That's when nigga comes to us.
We know that, but the average nigga don't know that.
I know, but you can say that, but you can't say that like, oh, well, niggas don't like niggas. They can still say what the fuck they want to say because they fucking ancestors was in the fields. Period. Getting whipped and raped and beat just like the rest of our ancestors.
We don't know whose ancestors was in the fields.
That's what I'm saying, because it was some house niggas too.
Right, some of you niggas is
regardless, you hear what I'm trying to say. You're black Americans.
I feel like this in that same regard. When you want equality or you want certain things to be you know what I mean, everybody to have the equal, you know what I mean, equal across the board. I feel like in the black community we do separate. You know what I mean? We separate, like for instance, certain networks or certain things that are just black specific, BET, things like that, or saying the N-word, things. We have to have I feel like a consensus across the board, I think within our own culture, in order for us to be able to have a certain standard for others to follow. You know what I mean? Because I feel like in that same regard, like in this room, for instance, some of us say it's okay or we give passes in certain instances, but then in some, it's not okay regardless. If you're not black, don't say it.
Yeah.
You know, so I feel like this is a prime example of why in our own culture we don't have a consensus. So how can anybody else respect our shit?
And I feel like in this time you gotta just accept it, because if you gonna react like nigga, oh you ain't black, you can't say it, you gonna have to whoop hella people and then you gonna go to jail.
Right.
Initially, don't be initially.
I think the only issue is if you ask somebody to not say it because it offends you, and then they argue. Because I've had that conversation. People will argue with me on why they have the right to say it because it makes me uncomfortable. That's not okay to do. You can't out black me. In a lot of situations, a lot of times, people want to be black till a black person's in the room. You can have a party with a bunch of Asians drinking Hennessy and smoking backwoods and saying nigga, 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 until the nigga shows up, then they're offended, then they're uncomfortable.
Because they can't be as free as they want
to. Exactly.
So let's you tuning in right now, call the number 310-986-6610. Tap in with us right now.
We have to memorize this number.
Oh, mama's though. I don't remember now. I only know my mama's number by heart. Nobody else.
I had a homie that was Moroccan. You know, that's in Africa.
Yeah.
And bro was literally like his shade. And he would be in the hood saying nigga, he a crip, all kind of shit. Like, if you know him, you respect it.
Exactly.
You understand that it's real. But I have been around other black people to be like, who the fuck is this nigga keep saying that? And he'll be ready to get out for his shit.
Niggas be ready to choke him for that. Because I know the Mexicans, especially the Filipinos in the Bay Area, the Mexicans, Samoans, them niggas is niggas. Like, Samoans and Asians and Mexicans, some of them some realer niggas than niggas.
You know what they call
niggas
Samoans.
be ready to
You know what they call Samoans?
Yeah, they big ass
They call Samoans Hawaiian niggas.
Yeah.
That's literally what they call
Samoans.
Samoan
niggas.
Samoan niggas.
They roll deep. I feel like them niggas.
They loyal as fuck.
They loyal.
The Tongans, all them, they loyal as fuck. So I don't mind them niggas saying niggas because they really locked in.
The girls got strong shoulders though.
They all got strong shoulders.
You hitting that from the back, you be like, God
they
damn.
be cute and big. You be like, damn.
And we're all saying the same thing. I think we're all saying the same thing. Like, because we all grew up in certain neighborhoods, we don't really mind. We're uncomfortable. Somebody says that we say, hey, look, chill out.
Yeah.
If you are like, this is the argument that I get. Well, I grew up in a neighborhood. You wasn't in my motherfucking neighborhood, so you should, like, you know what I'm saying?
And that's black people too. We always do like. No, I don't fuck with you.
I
It don't matter who don't fuck with a nigga. If I don't fuck with you, you don't go.
Does it being in music get a pass?
Yeah, I think the
no, if you say in the music, don't get a pass. If I'm around you and I don't know you, and you like nigga, and you white, and I don't know you, hold on, and you wasn't in my motherfucking community, I'm gonna ask you to not do that.
So if you went to a YG concert and the whole crowd screaming,
I wouldn't go
my nigga, you gonna stop the whole crowd?
I wouldn't go to a YG concert.
Cause of that song?
No, because I don't.
Okay, but that's a good argument.
I don't want to see White Sox and hard bodies.
Nigga, 400, nigga, on my mouth.
YG, but I'm sorry. Keep more niggas on the show.
Wow.
I mean, that's a good argument though. Think about all the music that, you know, our millennials, all these different diversities and ethnicities listen to. The N-word is dropped, like it's, you know what I mean? Like
Every other bar,
niggas and bitches and hoes and nigga.
It's hard.
I just wish we would stop gentrifying our culture. I wish we just start.
Whole nigga.
Can we just stop gentrifying our culture? Because didn't you say, why are we like Kim Kardashian? She took all the culture and all the black artists, yada. But then it's like, well, white people get a pass if they're in a certain neighborhood. Like, we gotta stop gentrifying our culture. We gotta stop giving our culture away so freely and be mad when they're using our culture.
It ain't gonna be, it's over.
No. But you were
change.
just as upset for Kim Kardashian wearing et cetera.
Exactly.
But that all under the same umbrella of us giving our culture away.
Exactly.
We have to stop giving. We have to stop. So everybody's not invited to the cookout. I'm sorry. Just because you like a rap song.
What cookout?
Exactly. Who's
Niggas
cookout
keep
is
mentioning
this?
this.
I'm not invited.
Inviting everybody to this cookout that never happens.
It's the BET Awards. You finna get 2 tickets.
But a white person can sit there and like, there was a girl on her wedding and she was rapping Cardi B. It was a white woman rapping Cardi B.
I saw that on
And
Twitter.
then somebody said, it was on Twitter, oh, she invited to the cookout because she likes Cardi B.
And somebody was like, damn, y'all invite fucking everybody. They was like, if I start singing fucking Taylor Swift,
they wouldn't invite me to the
I'm not
cookout.
invited.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But that's
But we
why I
have
blame
to
niggas
stop
like
giving
Kanye
our-
West more than Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian, the one gaming these niggas, I look at the niggas as lame. So that's, I strip Kanye West card more than Kim Kardashian. I don't even fuck with her like on some shit like, it's her fault. No, it ain't her fault. It's that nigga fault. Them niggas boosie. So what I'm saying, on the black side with saying niggas, I'm with going back to the old school days where only black people can say nigga. But I'm gonna be out there motherfucking marching by myself. I can't fight that motherfucker. It's 2019, we in the United States. That shit is not, you gotta just accept what it is. I don't hate Kim Kardashian. I don't hate motherfucking the white person that's seeing my nigga at a concert. Fuck it. I love everybody because I can't stop this shit.
Right.
But if a nigga tell you stop saying it,
You can stop saying it.
Exactly, yeah.
Don't,
If
like,
Kim Kardashian,
Don't argue on like everybody.
if this Oprah Winfrey, Kim Kardashian, Beyonce talking, Oprah and Beyonce talking about some shit, I would tell Kim Kardashian, no, shut the fuck up and let them talk. You know, and if it's my nigga, yeah, we can sling this song together.
Right.
But when there's some nigga shit going on, shut up because nigga, you ain't involved in
But
it.
that's what you
Yeah.
But you
Help wash
can't.
cars
No, you
with this
can't.
funeral memorial.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying about giving our culture away.
It's gone
You guys, hold
already.
on. Stop for a second. You be getting this conversation of like, oh, they can say nigga. So what is the next step of why? How can you cannot say, oh, they can't talk about what we go on in our culture, but they can talk. They can say nigga, and they're in our neighborhood. They can't talk about what's going on in our culture. It's like we're giving it away, but we keep stuff to ourselves. That doesn't work that way. It's either all gone or we have, you know what I mean, or we keep it protected.
I understand, but
doesn't
it's
make
already over.
It's not already over. It's not. 'Cause none of us are dead.
I see. You just got a lot of faith, baby. That's good.
I have faith. It's just
That's
how
faith.
I am.
That's faith. That's great. Ain't
The
no wrong
hand,
having
but the
faith.
hand that rocked the cradle rules the world, and that's on period. So if you teach your kids good, if you teach your
Did you
kids
say
good,
that's on period?
and
I
that's
love
Like on your
that.
period?
That's on period.
That's on
Like
blood.
that's on your
That's on
period.
period.
Yeah.
Damn.
Instead of on bloods, that's on
Oh my
That's on
god.
Damn, that's
Aggressive.
serious.
That's on menstruation, blood.
That's some shit. Y'all don't even know.
Heavy flow on you, bitch.
But where's the cutoff? Okay, right? So they can say nigga. Oh, we have a call.
We got a
Oh,
caller.
we got a caller.
All right.
Oh no,
I thought we had a caller. We voted out like this. Oh.
The topic is if can other POCs, which is people of color that are not black, say nigga. But where does it? I'm asking you guys this. Where does it stop? So they can say nigga, but they can't comment on our struggles.
Here's how I feel.
I'm honestly asking.
That's a good question.
I feel like they already saying nigga.
No, they
I
are.
was never under the impression like, oh, niggas an exclusive you.
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
I feel like you gonna say that shit at the house, in your car,
period,
in the shower, somewhere where you can practice being cool.
Yeah.
In the mirror. You look like a mirror, nigga.
My nigga. Put the hard there.
Right. And it's like, I just feel like you already gonna say it, so I don't really have no feeling about it either way. I just would be like, hey.
That's a good question.
Be respectful when we around.
Where's the cutoff?
Where's the cutoff? The cutoff is when you.
How much of our culture are we giving away and how much are we keeping to ourselves? What's the cutoff?
I think the cutoff is when niggas ain't niggas and you just talking like you just. But no, because there's some white motherfuckers and some Mexicans.
But they're not going to ride for you. They're not going to go to the.
And some niggas ain't going to ride for me.
No, some niggas aren't.
So
niggas
that's
is
life.
Niggas. No, it's not.
I fuck with my family.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
I get what you're saying. Yeah, I get it.
What I'm trying to say is for the viewers is what's the cutoff? We allow them to say nigga, but then they can't comment on our Black Lives Matter? Because same people saying nigga is talking about Blue Lives Matter.
You're right.
So what's the cutoff of our culture?
Everybody,
we
gotta ask Kim Kardashian that motherfucker.
No, we don't.
Let's have her come up.
No, we're not asking each other. What are we keeping sacred in our culture?
Let's ask Kanye West in my fault.
Don't ask that nigga. He gonna say no. What do you mean?
No, that's Kanye nothing. Have you gotten help yet?
Have you taken your meds today?
Is Kim
that nigga probably wearing shoes.
Damn.
This nigga don't take pills.
He's probably wearing shoes with no socks right now somewhere in the motherfucking
first of all, his shoe is a sock. You seen them shoes? Them Yeezys ugly.
That nigga a bitch.
I ain't seen it.
It's a big sock. It's a sock. It's
Everybody say Yeezys is comfortable though.
Yeah, they are comfortable.
They do look comfortable. They look like some fucking claws on you.
Let's not promoting all this weird shit. Fuck Yeezys.
Answer my question.
Okay.
What part of our culture?
That's a good ass question.
You know what it is? Black people, we're such a creative force, so it's hard to cut it off. We're expressive. The same way you was riled up and you, what's the cutoff to these words? Ain't no cutoff, nigga, till you tired of talking. You feel me? Like, that's just us, nigga.
All I'm trying to say, we have to stop just giving our culture away than being mad when people use our culture. You can't be mad at Kim Kardashian wearing cornrows, but you saying everybody can say nigga.
Oh, mama, that's a good ass point.
I mean, we can.
That's true, but it's just a matter
But I don't even think she'd have her hair braided. She was a fuck. I feel like. I feel like when the men embrace, that type of shit, then they feel the right to. Oh, I can say this because my husband is black. Like they do that shit.
Excuse you keep giving to everybody else. It's like, oh well, I have a ... insert excuse here why I can say nigga.
My kids are black. I have to.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I have to.
It's down. It's the nigga's fault.
But that's cool. But until she wears cornrows, then it's like, oh, she's taking it. She's in our culture. But we're giving our culture away to everybody. Everybody's invited to the cookout. We've gentrified our culture so much it's not even our culture no more.
You're
it's
right.
American culture.
You're
so
right.
what's the cutoff?
It's what we allow.
What is the exactly? That's what we allow.
Because I'll tell you this, my mom.
That's all I'm saying.
Black kids, black husband, all her best friends are black, but if anybody say nigga, if I say nigga, she gets hot.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, don't say that word. Like it shouldn't, you know what I mean? Just because she just feels like, uncomfortable around it, because she knows that it's not a word that she should be using, regardless of her surroundings and her family, but that's just a matter of her respect towards the culture. Everybody don't have that, but it's a matter of what her environment, her niggas made her understand as well. Cause my mom was born and raised in the Philippines, but all her niggas was born and raised out here. You know what I mean?
And how much?
Didn't allow it. No, you're okay, but they didn't allow it. Like she dated black men. All her best friends were black, so of course she wasn't coming around saying nigga to them. But if she was, and if I got a white friend and I'm letting her say, oh these niggas, then that's what she gonna think is okay across the board.
Oh mamas.
You're doing your friend a disservice by saying you can say nigga. You can go to the wrong neighborhood with the wrong nigga to get your wig pulled the fuck back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things that, and if you really respect black culture, you respect black people, and a lot of people don't, you wouldn't, not that you wouldn't say it, but you would respect the fact if I said it bothers me, you would say my bad. But a lot of times people will try to argue with you about their neighborhoods and their friends. That's disrespectful. Period, to my culture. Because at the end of the day, your grannies and great-great-grands wouldn't get their asses beat and raped and shit.
But it's
mine were. That's where the word
it's
comes
up
from.
to the niggas,
but
though, to stand on that.
That's what I'm saying.
The
Where's
niggas
the
not
cutoff?
doing that.
Where is the cutoff? And when is it too
We
much?
stopped beating niggas' asses around 89.
We did. We let you go. We let
it
you
go.
And a lot of niggas go out.
That's what it was,
It's
though.
hip hop.
hip hop changed the world. I want people to mark the day hip hop born.
Yeah.
Because that's like we all finna be a new skin tone in 100 years because of hip hop.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted to be a nigga. White people, Wu-Tang. Asian people, Wu-Tang. Like everybody was lit, bro. Lit off of rap, my nigga. Like rap changed the whole outlook of the world. Everybody, you could be Tupac, you could be Biggie.
Yeah.
It's like rappers are almost like a cartoon characters, but like superheroes in a sense. You feel me?
Yeah.
So if you want to feel hard, you a bitch ass nigga, you work a desk job or whatever. You gonna wake up, you gonna play some gangster.
Shout out to the niggas that work desk jobs. Not all y'all
Black
bitch
people.
ass
Like black people are the
niggas. Your family.
No, but you know what? I'm not saying
I
you're
know,
lame or
I know
nothing because you work
you
a
a
desk
nerd.
job.
But I see both y'all saying that. I be saying shit like that
You
too.
have an office voice. Hi, my name is Joshua. You J-Dog in the hood. You feel me?
Shout out to niggas paying their bills and paying their child support. Open office desk jobs. Me included, niggas. Fuck me.
We can start
No,
rapping.
that's true. Yeah, definitely.
We gotta stop giving so much. I was saying we just gotta stop giving so much for
We need to
culture
get
and
better.
stop giving so many excuses. And not everybody's invited to the
No,
cookout.
let's keep giving it away, but let's own it as we give it away.
Facts.
Yeah.
I like that. I
Nipsey,
like that.
Nipsey really laid the
That's
blueprint
facts.
for everybody to me. They
so.
killed this nigga a little bit too late. He already gave us the blueprint.
Right,
Yeah,
you did.
You feel me? Like
Yeah.
just
Nipsey said, I taught all my
His
niggas how to
purpose.
fish. Some went on fish on their own.
They
some
feel
decided
like
not
if
to
they
fish,
wanna
but I taught
fish.
everybody got the game.
right. So it's like all
My
you
daddy
do-
told me that. Nigga,
Exploit
you want
yourself.
to eat for one night, let a nigga feed you. But if you want to fucking eat
For
for
a
a lifetime,
lifetime.
nigga, go learn how to fish.
Amen.
Hey,
You know what I'm talking about? So yeah. Shout out Pops and shout out my nigga Nip. You know what I'm saying? That's what Nip was talking about. That's why I understood what the fuck you was talking about.
Right.
Man,
And that's why I don't know what the fuck Tyler Creator talking about. Because my OGs didn't talk like that, nigga.
Tyler, it's just a different household, bro. Tyler's mama probably worked all day.
Y'all better
Yeah.
But also,
I don't even know niggas'
just
name,
to circle
Tyler.
back to the topic that we were talking about.
This ain't
It
not
also,
even no
it
niggas'
also
name.
comes
I
to
don't know
like,
nigga name Tyler.
it also comes to education and prepping your young black people to know who they are. A lot of times we give our culture away because we don't know who the fuck we are. We don't know who we are as black people. We created our own culture in the land that we didn't
Right.
know. You know what I'm saying?
And
And,
that's
we didn't get taught shit about black people or black America or Africans. No, we got taught white history. So if you get taught white history, you have nigga, and a white person saying nigga, you're not gonna think of it as so offensive because you're not taught your own history, your own culture.
Exactly.
To the depths of why it's such a word that stings. You know, you gonna call it nigga, you're gonna be mad,
Mhm.
but you don't really know exactly why.
Exactly.
And I think if we were taught that more when we were younger, all of us as a whole, we would be more protective over
For
it.
sure.
But because we're not, and because of white supremacy, we're all like, niggas, everybody's invited to the motherfucking cookout. You ain't invited to my cookout, don't come.
Right.
I
I don't even know.
You and your mama's invited.
Okay, good.
If you got cats, you can't come to the cookout.
No,
I love
got-
cats, actually. I'm a
You got
cat
cats.
person.
Really?
I'm like a really
Yeah,
rare
'cause they be
black
all on the
person.
counter and shit. Fuck all that, nigga.
My
I love
grandmama had a
cats.
cat, but
I love
yeah, I
cats.
don't like
I
cats.
know, I like cats and vodka. I do all the shit niggas don't like.
Shit.
But you ride so hard for us. I like
I
cats,
do.
vodka, Dolly Parton.
I do love Dolly Parton.
I take walks in the park.
I do take walks to the park, and Dolly Parton is my bitch, so I don't look. But I love niggas more than ever. Hashtag save the turtles and niggas. You say fuck the turtles one more time.
Fuck them turtles. Fuck them turtles.
I love
Wrap it
turtles,
up, wrap it
nigga.
up,
Shout
wrap
out to
it up.
turtles, nigga.
Shout out to
Alright.
Franklin, the realest turtle ever.
Period.
He was a real nigga. I fuck with Franklin. I fuck with
The realest turtle ever.
We gonna wrap it up on that. Shout out my nigga Franklin.
Hey, shout
I'm
out
a real
Franklin.
nigga. This is
Shout
Cali
out.
Kickback. This is Louis Bell. Thank you. I love everybody. Thank you.
It's over?
Yeah.
I had to show
That's
my
the end of the show?
Instagram.
Oh.
She got deleted. I need new followers. I
Oh.
only got 35 followers.
You gotta say that shit on the Instagram page.
Okay. Oh, yes, I changed it on the header to my new Instagram.
That's what I realized.